FearFishing experiment. Jordan Lee wins the first BPT event. Will the boys ever catch a lake trout? And why does everybody hate Tom Brady so much? This and more right now on the FearFishing experiment.
Before we get the FearFishing experiment started, let's hear a word from our sponsors. The RLM Elite Box from simplefishing.ca is the subscription box with the most hard baits. This box comes every second month for you're not overloaded with boxes, but the selection is second to none. Bass box, pike box, walleye box, a multi-species box, and one of our favorites, the ice fishing box. We'll solve all your fishing needs. You'll catch more fish. You'll get baits that you've never tried before. Use discount code FearFishing at checkout. Save $10 on your first RLM Elite Box. simplefishing.ca. Mike Carnegie isn't only part of the FearFishing family and an angler. He's a financial advisor with Northstone Wealth. Mike wants to help you plan for your future. He wants to set your retirement up for you can spend as much time on the water and with your family as possible. But the time to set it up is now. You start pre-fishing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday for that big tournament on the weekend. Financial planning is exactly the same. Give Mike a call at 905-925-0663. Not only would Mike like to help you out with your financial future, but new clients get their very own RLM Elite Box. Call Mike at 905-925-0663 today. If that streamed and you can hear us at home, that's probably the best opening we've ever had.
Dude, I'm telling you, that gets me pumped.
Oh, my gosh.
If that doesn't raise your fire, then you're dead.
Oh,
you know?
You wouldn't believe how much. So usually I do the opening sponsorship talk. Or
you stutter through it.
I stutter through it. Woody came over and we sat down and talked to, I read it off a piece of paper. I had to edit and redo that thing about 100 times.
True story.
You know what? It turned out into cinematic genius. It's just beautiful.
The idea is just keep rolling. Pause moment.
For dramatic purposes.
I can't believe I don't even know what to say now that actually worked.
No, it's sweet.
I'm Ian West. We're starting the FearFishing experiment. It's been an experiment.
It has, yeah. We're changing things every day.
Every day.
Yeah.
Woody's pretty much moved in for he can play with wires all the time.
Yeah.
He'll just call me and he'll be like, I got to change a wire. Are you home?
And feedback from all the people out there.
Oh, it's been amazing.
It's appreciated. It's helpful. So keep it coming.
Anyway, I'm Ian West. If you've never watched the show before, I'm like the rodeo circus clown here, trying to keep everybody safe, everybody on their bull, the crowd excited. That's my job. To my left, former co-host, now part of the square table.
That's all right.
Rectangle.
That's right. Mark Hunter, Bowmanville, Ontario, guys.
I'm happy to have you.
Yeah, thanks.
It's
some people might recognize me from that huge porn stint I did in
Oh, really?
August 85.
85?
It was a good year.
Yeah. We're actually going to bring up a little nudity tonight. There's a little controversy to talk about.
Well, that was my segue. I was hoping you'd
nudity world. Did you? We didn't even plan that. Man, no. This experiment, it just keeps rolling along. Across the horn tonight.
Sup?
How are you?
All right.
I like that shirt.
Like it.
I do like that hoodie.
I did. It's mint.
It is nice.
I do like it.
You wear it with pride, eh?
It's my Team Canada hoodie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got an announcement to make tonight with some stuff to talk about. We forgot to put that on the whiteboard. Team USA made an announcement.
Yeah.
We'll be able to talk about that. Amber.
Yes.
Introduce yourself.
I'm Amber.
Hey, do you want to talk about we did a new opening.
Yeah.
You did it. You were the the first shuttle pilot to head to the moon. How was it?
I was the monkey.
How was it? You were a little nervous.
I was. I don't like being on camera, and I don't like talking.
You tried to, I don't even know, like I was moving the camera to give it that cinematic feel, and Amber was like, we have outtakes, so we'll show you guys later on down the...
We have bloopers from this?
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
And
wow.
Amber's, like, I'm moving the camera, and Amber's laughing at me. Pardon?
Is that where the nudity comes from?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be part of the
Negative.
show.
Sweet.
Negative.
Nice.
Behind
Nip.
tonight, guys. Girls, welcome. Say a couple words.
Good day.
Good day. Are you on?
Oh, yeah.
this thing
It's a good day. It's a
Got
good
to
day.
do a mic check.
You know what? We're 7 minutes in before our first error.
Wow.
What do you know?
What do you know?
No one wants to hear from me anyway.
Yeah, it's true.
Amy, give her hell, Amy. Hi. Are you in there? Oh, Woody. Woody, we created magic here.
No, and
it
was-
fell apart 7 minutes in. Is that what we're in?
Brilliant.
It's
7 minutes.
It's because they came in like 30 seconds before we went on air.
So that's our new record. 7 minutes is officially our new record.
Hey, that's
before
better
an
than
air.
last show.
Yeah, last show was like minus 7 minutes.
While they figure this out, Woody,
Yeah.
Brian, Amy, welcome back to the show. Excited to have you. Just wave it in there. I'll talk you through this.
Nice.
Boombox it. Psych. Okay, let's go. Where do you want to start? We got so much to talk about.
Yeah.
So much has happened. We didn't even
Huge
get it all
weekend,
on the whiteboard.
right?
Huge weekend.
Wow, huge last week
Week.
for fishing.
A week.
Yeah.
Where do you want to start?
6 days of it.
Is that where we're starting?
Yeah, it's number one. on
Major
the
League
list, eh?
Fishing Bass Pro Tour had their first event. I was a little critical of the event. I was
Yeah.
a little nervous about change, but I'm by first 2 days. First day they had some technical problems, which we have every week. They had to sort through that. I was
Which is expected on something of that
for
scale.
sure,
Let's
especially
face it,
like
you know?
it's not like Major League Fishing can do like
Test
test
runs.
runs.
Yeah.
You can't just like stream.
I'm sure
10
they
hours.
had some kind of test run, but on a smaller
Yeah,
scale.
for sure.
but
And then
yeah.
you had thousands and thousands of viewers at home, and you're going to have some fails. We
Yep.
have 4 people listening to this now,
I
and
worked for a week.
we
for
only
the
made
week,
it 7
so
minutes.
I could
airplay.
only my first on
Hold
Saturday. Saturday was
on.
my
We got a
first,
lot to talk about before Saturday.
Oh yeah.
Days 1 and 2, I watched, and I wasn't there yet. I was
Yep.
still nervous.
Yep.
I was still hung on the Bass Live, but then the cuts came. Like
Yeah,
when
yeah.
I realized that this was something really, really amazing, was the last half an hour
Mhm.
when there's, I'm just gonna spitball this, but it like 6 or 7 guys, in, out, and like every
Mhm.
pound counts,
Oh yeah.
right? Every ounce of counts.
Like how many fish did Jordan Lee?
He
Not
was
that it
up.
matters.
Okay,
Not that it
so-
matters
and he
in
was-
the end, but
So he
could've
passed
killed it.
Matt in like
Yeah.
the last 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Caught a fish, bumped his brother out, and then goes on to win the event.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So like, here's a tournament that matters what happens on day 1.
Every fish counts.
Every
Yeah.
fish counts, and in the setup of a 4-day 5-fish event, you can be out of it day 1.
Like everybody's saying, do you want to watch them catch 200 1-pounders? That didn't happen.
No,
it did
and
not
it kind of
happen.
like
Yeah.
it kind of came down to like Ish on day 1. I think he led after day 1 in his division. He didn't have as many fish, but he had big ones.
He was the right fish.
Right?
Same with Tack.
Yes,
Tack was on the right fish.
And guys like Randy Howell and Marty the Party found schooling smaller fish, but they had to catch a lot more. Right? They have to catch 7 for Ish's 7-pounder.
Yep.
Right? Do you know what
Basically,
I mean?
yeah.
Ish, I think even on his last day, he had the biggest average fish. I think he had like a 2-pound, 8-ounce average
Yeah, man.
for the big.
I wanted to comment. Do you see how many spinning reels were in that tournament?
For Florida, quite a few.
Hey?
Who caught Scroggins caught a 6
Yeah,
six
on
and
it.
change
Yeah.
on a spinning rod.
Yeah.
So
Texas.
it was you're not out of it after day 1 in this format.
And did you know what made the difference? He wasn't catching fish. He put that small swivel on the front of his
Yeah.
hook just for that little bit more weight.
Well, yeah, I noticed.
And,
I saw that.
he said it made all the difference in the world.
So in a, like a 4-day 5-fish tournament.
What? A swivel.
A swivel, like it just added a
yeah.
little bit more weight on
On
the top of the hook,
Onto
like
what?
above the hook.
Oh.
Like,
So
you know, a
he's
little
using
bit more
like a
weight.
weightless?
So it,
Weightless rig,
Oh,
but that
okay.
swivel was just a little bit
Just
more
enough.
weight to get it to sink down in there.
Got you.
yeah.
So in this format, They're you're not out of it on day one. You're not out of it on day two. You're not out of it on, like if you made the cut, you restart.
Yeah. You
Unlike
Yeah.
unlike a bass event or an FLW event where it carries on, and there's a good chance after day two, you may be just out of it. Even if you made the cut, there'd be no chance in hell that you can come back unless your name's Jordan Lee and it's a classic.
It's amazing that I don't think anybody in this room even had a concept of how unconfusing, like how confusing, like the
it sounds
concept.
Really,
But as soon as you start watching it, boom, you're in. You know.
Did you guys not watch Major League Fishing before?
No.
I've
Really?
watched a few. Then Bell or whatever got rid of, or Rogers
I watched
got rid of it, WFN and screwed me.
maybe 2.
Really?
Yep,
I
from
loved
like
it.
2015.
I loved it from before.
Yeah. No, it was cool. It was cool.
So here's the other thing that really, after the final cut round, I really realized that Major League Fishing and bass aren't competing companies.
They're not. It's like saying NFL and Major League Baseball is competing.
The only thing they have in
not.
common is a ball.
Exactly, and the fish are the ball. Did you listen to Fat Cat?
No.
Fat Cat has a video out there where he explains the differences and but the MLF, and he compares it to baseball and football. So if you guys look up Fat Cat Newton, I think it's probably his last video that he dropped. So, and you know what? He does a really good job of explaining it, and people wake up. This is different. You can't compare them.
No, you can't. So Bass isn't even going to lose their viewership, I don't think. I think that Bass is going to retain the hardcore tournament angler who wants to see who caught the biggest 20 fish.
MLF has found a new way to market this.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They've created a new game. They've made it very TV friendly.
Yes, they have.
Very streaming friendly.
Yep.
And it's not who's going to catch the biggest fish or the most fish. It's just a completely different game, right?
Yeah, that Score Tracker Live totally changes it.
Do you think there's more strategy in this than there is in like a 5 bass tournament?
Oh well, here's the thing, right? Like you got to make you need more than one game plan, right? If the big fish aren't biting, you need schooling fish, and because there's 2 ways to win this, right? Be the guy who catches the most 1 and 2 pounders, or be the guy who throws down the ultra sack, right? And you got to manage fish a lot better because you got to catch so many, right? Like you don't want to take all your schoolies out, right? Like you can run out a 12-inch fish or 1 pound fish just as well as you can 5-pound bass.
Like there's
right?
big bass in that lake. And you've
gigantic.
seen guys that
There was 2 overnight.
chose to fish open water schooling smaller fish rather than go punching and stuff or whatever and look for that big fish.
Now, are they allowed to pre-fish?
Yes, 2 days.
2
Okay.
days. Yeah.
They did, but the pre-fish helped nothing because it poured rain. Unseasonably cold down there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
the
the last 2 days I think it warmed up, right?
So they, and now they're fishing the Walmart tour is there, the FLW, same body of water this week. So those fish were moving to the beds. The FLW event becomes exciting because we got to see like it's set up to this.
How much of those guys tuned in to watch where these fish were going
And that
what
was
they were
another
doing?
thing that those guys were allowed to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nuts. And then we got the first Bassmaster event this weekend.
Yeah, we do.
Woo!
You said Harrischain?
No, St. John's.
St. John's River.
So, notice how everybody's starting off in Florida.
That's interesting. There was a BFL there, and there's a Costa event this weekend, I believe.
Everybody's starting in Florida.
Everybody's starting in Florida this year. Now they're on the MLS on the Conroe, 2 weeks. So it's like, here's the other thing. If you like watching bass tournaments, there's just more to watch.
Sure there is. It's great
Right?
for the viewer.
Like last year, I felt for the Classic, like there was one, and then there was like a 4-week stretch of nothing, and then the Classic that we were at, and then it seemed like forever, and then they canceled an event, right? And we missed a lot of, right? Like now we're going hard 4 weeks in a row. Last weekend was the FLW event, wasn't it?
I got something for the listeners there.
Shoot.
How many of you burned through all your data this
Oh.
weekend watching this
There's
stuff?
a lot of people upset about
That's
their
tough,
data.
right?
You know what I watched? I think I watched 15 minutes or something when we were on the ice the other day.
Yeah.
And I got a warning. 2 gigs
Wow.
of data to watch like 15 minutes of that.
Wow.
I got
Are you sure?
dude, I got a warning. It's the third. It was the 3rd yesterday of February. That stuff reboots at the 1st, right? It starts over again. I'm at 2.7 gigs in 3 days.
Wow.
Wait till you guys see us.
My wife doesn't know that, but she
when we
does
go
now.
live
Really?
next week. We're gonna probably blow 20 gigs when we're uploading.
Wow.
No way.
Wow.
Do you know how to reset that phone?
It's a good job we have our, what do you call that thing?
I'm gonna hotspot Brian's phone actually.
Nice. Thanks, Brian. That's super awesome of you.
Yeah. Thanks, Brian.
Now, there has been some controversy that played out on the Saturday. We're going to run the clip of what we're talking about. There's been like all kinds of smack talk and people upset on the internet, on the Facebook. And it's very interesting. If we can get that, we can cue that up. This is probably going to take...
Mike and Ellie owns $1.50 to our swear.
Yeah, we have a swear jar. I had $1.
But that wasn't Saturday. That was Sunday,
Underneath
right?
the notebook, I think.
No, that was Saturday.
Oh, it was there.
I had $1.
Oh, I
here.
can. Yeah. It was
Somebody took your
Saturday.
It was
dollar.
Saturday.
Yeah, it was Saturday. You did have a loony. Oh, right there.
Oh, thank you. I'm good for 4.
2 are mine.
No.
Yeah.
No.
3 are mine then.
Yeah, good luck. Isn't that the truth, though? So
She's not going to need him.
Mike thought he was in.
Mike thought he was in.
And in MLF, there's like, if you caught a fish in the last minute, there's going to be some time for the score tracker to update and for the marshal to weigh the fish.
Yeah, because when the marshal gets the fish, he weighs it.
Yeah.
After the angler releases it,
Yeah.
the
he's
marshal
gotta write-
records it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then he's got to update.
Yep.
And then, so it goes to them back at
I-
the MLF.
yeah.
So it's not
And
exactly
then
Yeah,
MLF
I-
has to officially
Yeah.
update.
I think
There's
I
a
heard something
delay.
about that fish has to be over the gunnels of the boat at 2:59, 59, 59.
And
or whatever.
anybody at home listening on Facebook or YouTube, make sure you share,
Yeah.
like the video, and put in your questions and comments. We got people here watching, and we want to make sure we get those. Are we good, Woody?
Yeah.
Let's hit it.
Going to the top 10 of the inaugural event, Lake Garcia
You are not Ike.
Bass Pro
Yeah, you're not
Tour.
Ike.
Yeah, we're getting there. Rattlebaits and chatterbaits played major play in this.
So did Sanko's.
Still hear that lipless crankbait
Biff.
rattle.
Thank God.
Look at him
There's the
smiling.
man of the hour.
Yeah.
That's got to be.
Go ahead in that video a little bit.
First ever championship.
Well, I thought you said
Getting it going.
5:33.
Oh,
Hey, this
yeah, it was
the
right around
key setup
5:33.
all week
5:34.
for me. Abu Garcia Revo STX 731.
So that boy just won 2 classics in a
Vanatista
row. Then
Premier,
the
I
first
know.
MLF.
7.3 medium heavy.
It's like $700,000
Got
in
it done
3
for me.
tournaments.
Jordan really uses Daiwa stuff. Anybody at home wondering?
Yeah. That's a Daiwa hat.
Oh, that's funny.
We are still waiting
Oh, here we
for
go.
the official
Man, that
score.
was God, right there at the end. Big one.
Yeah, we went a little bit too early.
Too early?
Oh, it feels good.
Yeah. Ike's coming on right after this guy.
Jordan, nice back, Jordan.
Yes.
Yeah.
This guy.
We had
This
a back
guy.
slip there.
Here we go.
There's our man.
No changes. Okay. No changes.
No changes.
So he's Mike's patiently waiting to hear if he's in or not.
Yeah, so right now he's in 10th.
He's in 10th. By like a pound and a bit, I believe.
For those of you that don't know, that means he gets to fish the next day
pressure,
for the top 10.
man, I felt it. I hope you guys felt it. This is what competition's all about. I don't care if it's football or baseball or hockey or golf or tennis or professional fishing. It's about
Airboats.
that feeling. It's about
A ton of those out there.
Yeah, there was.
the desire, the burn to win. I'm real fortunate to make it in. I had a really bad last period, and I had a really bad tournament today, execution-wise. I'm fortunate to sneak in. I'm going to make a prediction right now. If I am, in fact, in, we're going to wait a couple more minutes to verify it. Better watch out for me in the finals. I'm telling you right now. Oh, my God. Bro, we got any beer in here? Who's got beer?
Mike
Anybody got
Iaconelli,
beer?
Here
believing
we
that
go
he is
here.
in right now. We're receiving a score tracker update, though, on Michael Neal,
I'm
Marty.
still shaking.
And it looks like Michael Neal may have caught one that was registered right under the wire. What do you see?
I'm seeing the same thing in Jared Littner as well.
Are you
I'll throw one in for you, Mike.
Yeah, throw it in the jar.
You're kidding me. No. Are you fucking kidding?
Wow.
Two.
You talking to, he said the beauty of Major League Fishing. Michael Neal, Jared Littner, they both come through right there at the end. And it's a slight delay before all these score
That's
trackers
good.
are
But
up and
you know,
running.
I like this. I don't think there's anything wrong at all about this. I think this brings some edge. I think that people have favorite anglers out there, and some of them are, very clean cut, very conservative. And, guys like me, like Ike, who speaks off the top of his tongue.
Awesome.
He's definitely relatable.
For us, for people like us.
Put yourself in that position.
So I guess I took a little bit of heat from that.
He did. There was some
little bit
pretty
of
angry
tantrum.
people on
Yeah, there was
people calling about taking that Boyd should cut his contract, right? Kick him out at Major League Fishing.
It's Mike Iaconelli.
Right?
If you
You know what I say to all those people?
You got a court?
Fuck them.
Yeah,
put
well,
your
you know
quarter
what?
in the jar, Roddy.
That's
This
a
makes
loony.
it exciting.
The F
This
word's
makes
a
it
loony.
like really. I think this makes it exciting. I would have freaked out. I would have lost my shit.
I'm
got one-
surprised Ike
It would have been
wasn't,
a whole hell of a lot worse
yeah.
if Ian was there.
Let's face
That
it.
was
I'd have gone nuts.
Yeah, we've seen Mike freak out way worse than that. So
Yeah, and
Right.
I don't think that there's not a fisherman out there that I know that doesn't swear.
yeah,
No.
Right?
Kidding.
Like that's an imaginary. We watch NHL games and they're mic'd up and you hear F bombs.
sure you do.
Right? You hear in those when they're in the corner fighting, you hear them screaming at each other.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We've seen coaches go absolutely nuts.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? I saw another post where a gentleman was upset that I came to the boat launch after this and left right away.
And left.
And right? Well, I don't think that you got to understand that these are regular people.
Yeah.
He's not like some Superman.
Yeah, they
who
have
that's just
they have
fr-
emotions. They're going through a million things right there. You
It's
know, they're-
$100,000 they're fishing for, and on top of that, these guys really, really want to win. Like
Sure
they're
they do,
competitive
yeah.
anglers. We got to meet Ike a bunch of times. He is the nicest guy.
Yeah.
Right? He like Ike on the water, isn't Ike on shore. Like when anytime we spoke to him, he was
Oh,
super
yeah,
polite.
super great guy. Super
you
great.
know,
Can't wait to
he's
go to
always
his
been
party.
ultra supportive of us. Yeah, Ike's parties
Yeah.
are great, but I think this brings a little passion to the sport.
Sure.
Right? MLF's got a bit of a delay. They can hit that mute button and let Mike scream.
It makes it more sporty, doesn't it?
And I felt for the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was upset. I was like I couldn't imagine being told.
My heart was in my throat.
Right?
For
He thought he was there.
And what other sport? Everybody's focused on the guy who wins. Like that.
Yeah.
That
That's
beauty there was the guy that was at 10th.
Well, and that's kind
know
of
what I mean?
like
On the
there's
bubble.
realistically
On the
when you
bubble.
watch
Yeah.
MLF, there's day 4 winner, right?
Mhm.
Day 3 winner,
Yep.
Saturday's winner, but there's not just a winner. There's a guy at 10th. Like there's more to this.
It's that cut line.
Yeah, there's more to this game.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? Can you imagine like sitting there waiting, and you think you're in? They given it wasn't right after the buzzer. There was 4 or 5 minutes that went
Oh,
by.
yeah,
You
yeah.
would I think
Terrible 4 or 5 minutes.
that's
for
got to
Ike.
be just shaken, right? You're the
Yeah.
cut guy. Mike was at some points in 3rd and 4th place. Like the emotions there, and I think people in this day and age forget that. He's just a normal guy.
Now, are all those anglers that are participating in this? They're all collecting a paycheck on this, are they not?
Yeah, I
Or
don't
is
know.
it just
Yeah,
the
I
top
believe
10?
I believe that
I
was
think
part of
they're
the
all
deal.
getting something, right?
Right, but there's a paycheck, and then there's $100,000.
Yeah, yeah.
And then 60, and the payouts
Yeah,
are
yeah.
gigantic.
Yeah, they are. Considering
your money.
they're not putting their own entry fees in, which is the first
I think
time
it's really.
ever.
I think that in 2019 we put some people on like a critical different level where there can't be people anymore. Do you know what I'm saying?
No.
Like people are overly critic walking at home. They think because anglers are live and it's supposed to be professional that
They're
they
not
don't
real
sweat.
people
Yeah, like he's got. These aren't fake emotions.
No.
Mike's like an adrenaline junkie.
Yeah.
Like he's just letting it out. We talked today. Like when I get really upset, I often talk to myself because I can't. If I hold it in, I can't get over it. But if I just like let her, I can be totally by myself in my truck or sometimes at the house. If I just let it out, then it's gone. But if I keep thinking about it and I don't have that moment, it gets worse.
Do you cry into a pillow sometimes?
No.
Are you sure?
I swear obscenities out the window a lot.
I've
Not even
experienced
out
a
the
couple of venting sessions over the last couple of times I've been here.
Yeah.
Pat.
Oh yeah.
Let it out. So I just
Those
let her.
have been calm.
I just let her fly.
I know it's been good.
Right? I'm not like superhuman or anything like that where like
I don't think I've ever heard you lose your shit. Oh,
Come on.
Can I get a quarter?
I've had some pretty
Just
passionate
throw it in there.
moments in our group chat, like rants.
Well, that's
But everybody's human, right? Like, listen, when we came out with this Fear Fishing webcast, I heard people complain that we swore on the show. Well, I didn't ever say that it was like this is for little kids,
yeah.
right? It's 8 o'clock at night. I heard from one of the major companies, pro staff directors, that I drank beer on the webcast and how unprofessional I was.
I'm not allowed to say penises.
Right? So, like, I can't drink, like, because it's a fishing show, we can't have a beer? That doesn't make sense.
No.
All the fishermen I know drink beer.
This
Man.
one doesn't.
No, you, but
I don't drink beer either, bud.
There you yeah. Whiskey, man.
But boy,
Or
you can
Palm
smash a
Bay.
bottle of whiskey.
But do you know what I mean?
Nothing wrong with some Palm Bays.
We got Palm Bay, you want one. But do you know what I mean? Like, we're like people, just because people are creating content or doing professional sports, it doesn't mean that they're not human,
Yeah.
right?
And it's live TV.
Yeah,
people pretty
like,
well.
man, it's really hard sometimes.
There is a bit of a delay.
There is.
I caught it on the airing because I seen him say something about the time, and the time that they were talking about wasn't matching the time
So,
in the studio.
We had an argument like this.
They actually went through that today
Yeah.
on BTL, and I listened to it.
Yeah.
And they're doing it basically the same way that I said they were. The cameramen are in contact
Sure
with
they
the
are.
studio. So if Brandon Polinick hooks a fish, the cameraman's reporting real time that Brandon just hooked one.
Yep.
So the guy in the studio is just queuing it up and then sends it to JT and the crew, and they talk about it, which works way better for us because it streams
Well,
smoother.
yeah, we get to see
If you'll
everybody
find
catch
out
fish.
whenever they pan into a new angler, pretty well on that first or that second cast, that
Yeah,
next
he's gonna get
cast,
one.
they caught one.
Yeah,
Even
that
though they
makes
haven't
it-
caught one
you're
all
watching them
day,
catching all the
they
time.
caught one there. So it's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
perfect timing. And if you look at the score tracker by the side,
Oh, sometimes it will move.
it would say their weight before you even see them catch the fish.
Yes.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Major League Fishing, it didn't all go smooth. One thing I do not like is them bashing five fish for.
No. It's not necessary.
It's not necessary
Yeah.
at all. I know that it's for conservation, but if you look, remember we listened to Steve Kennedy's
Yep.
and how he broke down that in southern reservoirs, 60% of the bass population dies. Up here in the north where it's cold, it's about 30%. The tournament impact is really not affecting the fisheries. Go to the BTL and listen to the Steve Kennedy interview from last week or the week before, and that's a really interesting look that we're not taking that side. And I don't know that Steve's 100% correct, but Major League Fishing shouldn't be bashing what got them there.
Exactly.
Right?
I can see why they're doing it to kind of up their
game,
concept,
but you don't need to shit on the
Yeah,
other one
yeah.
just because
It's not
you
right.
can,
So
right?
stop that.
You've just changed we don't know that all these fish that are being released, that some of them didn't die.
Exactly.
Some of them
How many
were.
times did those pliers come out and that fish went?
That's
with them?
right.
You'll
Do you know
never
what I mean? Like, and
You'll
I'm not
never
saying that happened, but it's
Yeah.
quite possible. There's some, some fish are just old, and maybe, a 15-year-old largemouth that weighs 6 pounds, just like catching him and putting the stress on him and weighing him was the last straw.
He's gonna
I
get
don't-
eaten
I
by a
don't-
gator. He's fine.
Do you know what I mean? So I don't think they should be doing that. But other than that, Evers had a really bad rant about that.
Yeah, I didn't hear that.
Huge. So other than that, I thought I'm a big fan.
Yep.
I really like this setup. The other thing, I have heard from different people that lake cottage associations are now, like, because they're pushing this, we let our fish go right away.
Mhm.
Some lakes don't want those 5-fish live well tournaments.
Really, yeah?
The cottage, why aren't you running that MLF event style? Right? That hurts us all. We can't all do this.
There's a lot to run in
Yeah,
an
yeah,
event
yeah.
like that.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like, in that part where they're like, this is the best for the fish care. This is this is what should be done. This is why we're doing this. Well, there's only 80 guys out there who can do this.
Yeah.
There's a million of us who can't.
Yeah.
Right? So that kind of said, are you saying that because we fish regular 4-5 fish tournaments, that we're hurting the fish? That we're now part of the problem because you have this new gig?
No.
I don't like
Well,
that.
that's probably what they're thinking. Because
I don't
that's
know.
how
I don't
simple
think
they
I don't think they're trying to do that at all. I think they're just trying to get their point across. But they need if people can be critical of Ike, we can be critical of this.
That's right.
You like that? Now, other news after the event, poor BP got in an accident.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah.
You
Did
go
you
on?
see it?
Smoked his truck.
Oh, poor guy.
I don't get how his back
Wrecked him.
wheels ripped off.
Damn near killed
She-
him.
yeah,
His back axle ripped right off.
If you go on Brandon Palaniuk, that's Brandon Palaniuk, Facebook, Instagram.
How do you spell
You
that?
remember? I have no idea.
PAL.
ANIUK.
Palaniuk. Palaniuk.
Pakalak.
There's an N in there.
Palaniuk. Anyway, the Toyota's hurt.
Oh yeah,
The
it's
Toyota's dead.
done.
I would be surprised if it's not.
Did you see the
written
video?
off.
I saw
haven't
the
seen
video, too.
no.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're like so. I talked to Brandon and I actually sent them a text to make sure
On
they
the way
were
home from
they
ice
were okay
fishing
on the way home
yesterday.
from ice fishing to
Yeah.
make sure they were okay when we saw the video. I guess the lady was in the wrong lane and turned left and right into the driver's passenger side, but the axles like BP's got the big lift kit.
Oh yeah,
and
so
the big,
she hit the front end, and somehow the back axle is completely off this truck.
Oh, he probably drove right over her car.
Oh, but like when you see
hit
the
the
tires
passenger
are flat and the bumper of the truck is sitting on the wheels.
Oh
yeah.
it's a mess. It's a mess. Just thank God they're all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a bummer, eh?
That happened to me before. I had a guy turn in front of me and I ripped the front of his car right off.
Really?
Oh yeah.
That's kind of the scary thing that I do a pile of driving. Like my truck has got a pile of kilometers on it and it's only 2 years old. But when you're on that road so much, like your odds are increasingly that
Sure they
something
are.
like this could happen.
Sure they
Driving's a dangerous game.
Yeah.
Any tips to anybody out there for driving? Put
Pay
your cell phones
attention.
down.
Yeah, pay attention.
Pay attention.
Driving's more dangerous than flying, honey.
I don't know.
If we
Yeah,
could
but
if
here,
we could get a
listen.
boat on a plane,
I'd go.
we do it.
I don't know. I have anxiety about flying.
I
Do we
do.
want to talk about this?
I get excited because that
I-
means I'm
I'm-
going
I'm
somewhere
similar.
nice.
You
Sounds
you don't
good.
fly?
Fun.
Not really, not well.
Have you been on a plane?
Oh yeah,
I have nightmares about it.
not well though. I just like I don't know. I can't. Some people like they rest and whatnot on the plane and or catch some Z's and like
It's
I've
too
been,
noisy.
I've been in like full on like
I have nightmares
sitting
about
in
flying.
your own pod, like fully reclining seat, my own TV, like
What?
Totally, like,
No way.
like-
What are you, a superstar? Are you like Woody?
and, yeah. and literally lay back and try to just fall asleep for like a minute. Like I
No way.
stay up for like 48 hours before I'm gonna sleep on the plane, and I just can't. Like my mind just goes and.
No questions and comments yet?
Yeah.
Okay, just give me 1 second. When I have like really bad. I have nightmares that wake me up in the middle of the night about flying.
You've never flown before.
No, I haven't. So lots of
Never
time.
flown?
Never.
Really?
Ever.
We got to get that jet.
I've never even like talked about it.
Gotta get that.
But
helicopter.
so here's how I sometimes there's two things that I think about when I go to before I go to sleep, right? And everybody, you can I think about like third person playing hockey, right? Like playing defense and thinking about that, and I fall right asleep. And I like to lay in bed and think about where in the world would I go that it's worth getting on a plane.
Right?
Yeah,
It's
I often have like, somebody will be like, "Would you fly to Lake Okeechobee?" Nope. I drive. I'd rather take the 2 days driving.
You got to be doing like the right thing.
It's got to be something big.
Yeah, because it's like if you're just feel like you're just unimportant up there with a bunch of unimportant people.
What about a flying fishing trip way the heck up there?
Maybe. Depends. I do it for
On a plane with
if
a propeller.
somebody any shout out to anybody in Alaska. Somebody offered me
Oh yeah.
to go caribou hunting in Alaska, and I could go halibut fishing. Halibut's my dream fish.
Yeah.
Really?
Right? I
Yeah.
don't know why, but I'd really like to go to Alaska
They're tasty.
and catch a halibut. If somebody offered that trip, that'd be worth dying over.
Well,
Yeah.
I've gone up in like small like 2-seater planes and stuff like that.
Me
like,
too.
Like literally where it's like where there's no floor and your feet are just kind of dangling. Either that or
What do you mean? You didn't have a floor on
You
your
ran
plane?
down the runway?
the little ultralight kind of thing. Yeah, like Flintstone style plane. Like where you where the only place you can place your feet is like on the I don't know those the rudders.
Pedals?
Pedal.
Rudders?
Rudders,
We'll call
yeah.
them
They're
pedals.
the pedals, but they control the
You've been on one of those?
Airlines.
And so literally,
Is that a glider?
You don't want to move your
Areolas.
feet because you don't want to screw up the only guy next to you that knows what he's doing on the plane.
If you
Oh,
lean to the
shit.
other way, you're
That's a
turning.
Solid plan.
But you know what?
Solid plan.
And I've been okay. I've been cool, completely cool, flying around, see the ground, looking at the landscape and all that kind of stuff. Have a good time.
No, I wouldn't do that one.
Get me in a commercial plane, and I'm just like.
Mm-mm.
And it's like I often worry that like Amber wants to go to Cuba, and I'm like, I'm not dying over that. I can drink beer at the beach in Port Hope.
Yeah,
not worth dying over. Not going into that ocean.
The same.
Right? I'm not. It's not happening. Over sitting on a beach. But I often like.
You listen. You're flying and you just hear every little noise.
I die.
You have to put
I often
headphones
worry.
on. You have to put noise canceling headphones on.
What happens if I get to Africa, and the flight was so bad that I won't come home? How do I get home?
Boat.
Really?
Take a boat.
I think I'd die in Africa.
You got stuck.
I got stuck in Ethiopia for 17 hours.
No way.
Why the heck were you in Ethiopia?
I think that I'd rather die in the desert than go down in the plane while everybody's kissing their ass goodbye.
There is more chance of you dying in a car than in a plane.
I don't feel like the movies.
Well,
like I don't
care
want
what
to land
you
in the
feel like.
Hudson.
That's the truth.
Yeah, but you're in a car a lot more than you're in a plane.
Yeah, but in my luck, I've held out for so long. It's only going to take one.
You gotta,
Yeah.
you gotta figure.
Let
out
it go.
There's something about like half those planes that were built in the 70s that you're up in there, and like
Air Canada's
you're in this
fleet is
retro
old.
It'd make me real nervous, like those small planes and some guy drinking,
WestJet.
fixing it.
Hey, WestJet.
I don't want to go down like John
You know what?
Denver.
The fact that all it takes is like a duck or a goose. Right?
We're gonna make this better.
A duck at 30,000 feet.
We're gonna face our fears.
Well, most of the problems are going up and coming down.
What
right?
movie's that from?
More ducks. I think they're a huge threat.
Snakes on a plane?
No, not Snakes on a Plane. What's that movie called? Like The Edge with Anthony Hopkins.
Oh
and,
yeah.
They hit a goose.
No, well, they take down full size like airliners. Though.
Yeah,
Like, that's the main.
Friends of mine were on an Air Canada flight taking off from Toronto, and they hit a flock of geese.
Oh.
Yeah.
Turned around, they had to change an engine.
Didn't Mike have?
Is that a big job to change an engine?
Mike?
What do you think?
I don't know.
Mike Carnegie hates
I don't know.
flying
It's not, I don't
because
think it's like
he
a
was
plug-and
in
play.
the air over New York on 911.
Yeah.
Or
That's scary.
9/11. Yeah. Yeah.
Our
So he
our
hasn't
neighbor's
flown
son.
since.
Our neighbor's son passed away in 9/11.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, crazy.
This is a good
Small world.
turn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. my bad.
Yeah. So, yeah.
So
Not
on
flying.
lighter on
Unless we're going to Alaska. Hit me up.
in other news.
Sorry, hit me up.
Gabriel dos Santos.
Good name.
Okay.
I send you greetings from Cordoba, Argentina.
Oh,
Yeah.
sweet. Woo!
I go. Whoa!
We're
I would go fly fishing in Argentina. I'd fly.
Here preparing everything to do sea fishing on the winter in the Argentine coasts.
I would like to
you're
do that.
lucky, buddy.
Huge Chinook salmon, brown trout in Argentina, Patagonia. That's
Yeah.
Chile,
Oh,
I think.
yeah.
I think that's Chile, but Argentina's right in that mix too. Amazing fly fishing. That brings up a good topic. I'd really like to be a good fly fisherman.
Yeah, I have a fly rod.
I have fly
It's
rods
probably
too.
a piece
I
of crap,
saw,
but
I'd
I
really,
don't like it.
I'd that might be something I would get on a plane for. Somewhere where like there's a New Zealand. I watch mostly on YouTube when I'm not watching fishing tournaments. I watch fly fishing videos and elk hunting. I really think there's something cool about elk hunting, but fly fishing videos like stripping, like a big mouse and seeing like a great big brown. I think that's so cool.
I'd like to catch a grayling on a fly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's actually, we watched a documentary on New Zealand in the year of the mouse. I guess like every 6 years there's like a huge mouse population, and these giant brown trout start eating the mice out of the river, like that fell off trees and stuff.
Yeah.
And they're like every 6 years the fly fishing, then they're pulling like topwater mouse flies, and these giant brown trout in crystal clean water are just smashing them. That is something
that'd
I
be
would.
cool. That'd be
New
cool.
Zealand.
Well,
I think it's called the Year of the Mouse. It's on iTunes.
I made friends with a mouse the other day.
Really?
Where?
Yeah, I was in a garage. I was doing my spark plugs in my truck. And I seen him in the corner, and he was looking real cold. It was a -35 out that day.
Oh.
Put them in your
I
pocket?
made a little nest for him, and I put him down some food, and he hung out with me all afternoon. And
way.
at the end of the day, he took off.
Oh, he left you?
No, thank you.
Yeah, well, you get mouse stuff to go and do, right?
Mouse stuff.
You got mouse stuff.
Important mouse stuff.
When the house
Amy
chewed the
killed
wire.
mouse.
Did you, Amy?
I didn't kill him.
You killed it.
Oh.
You
When I was in
killed it?
Costa Rica, I did have a bat that did the same thing. He hung out with me all
No
day.
way.
A
Just hung out
bat.
the door. A bat. Yeah.
All the only comment we had was from Argentina.
No, there's tons of.
Okay, let them rip.
I mean, they're all.
Just say, man, anything good? Any questions? Has anybody got a question for us?
You know Uncle Larry, eh?
Yeah?
He got bit by a bat.
No
He's like,
way.
there's a bat. Oh, catch it.
That'd make a lot of sense.
You only
if
see him at night
if you
now,
knew,
or what?
If you knew Uncle Larry, this story would make a lot of
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah. So he caught the bat. Sure enough, ended up having to get bit him.
Right.
Yeah.
And,
Did he bite him
rabies
back?
shots?
Had to get like big needle in his stomach for like for
My
rabies.
sister had to get that when she was like 12.
Really?
She got scratched by a squirrel. It was like 14 needles
Oh.
a day for 14 hours.
Yeah.
14
Yeah, yeah,
hours or
yeah.
something.
Days,
Oh
like-
yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah.
It was crazy. And I had to go. She was
Yeah, so don't-
wasting my summer.
Don't catch
Should've
a
been fishing.
don't catch a bat. Get your rabies shot or something. I don't know. I guess there's no other way to.
Did,
fight it,
uh,
right?
Yeah. I think
So-
it's different now. It's not like it used to be.
Did
Yeah, it's 7 needles.
Uncle Larry Ozzy Osbourne him? Did Uncle
way
Larry
better than
Ozzy
one.
Osbourne him after he bit him and just?
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't there. I wouldn't be surprised.
It wouldn't shock
he
me
wouldn't have been
either.
happy about it biting him.
You got any more?
I got a
Anything?
YouTube question.
Bite
Hey,
it
go.
back.
Shut her out.
I got a
Sean will just make questions up off YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
High Tech Redneck wants to know what baits you guys been using not to catch Lakers on.
Everything.
Everything. We were just
Yeah.
going to get that. Everything you could possibly think of.
You know,
in
the
every
only thing
color.
that we haven't used is probably live bait.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't taken.
I've
any
never
live-
had to
yeah.
use live bait for
No.
lake trout either.
No, me neither.
Ever.
My go-to white tube is not even doing it.
White tube, a rattle
Like
bait.
we're seeing fish. It's not like we're going out there and we're
And
not
seeing
looking
nothing.
up. They're
We're seeing-
there. We can get them to raise 3 or 4 feet, maybe some 10, 15 feet. You think they're gonna go, and they just.
I lost
Are you
one.
jamming on them when you see them?
Oh.
Are you
Oh
ripping?
yeah,
We're
yeah,
trying
yeah,
everything.
Yeah?
Well,
Right? I
trying everything, yeah.
Well, I saw 50 fish come up, right? I lost one first thing in the morning on a rattle trap. I have no idea how a lake trout misses a rattle trap. So I would have had my own Ike moment that we could have released as a separate video. I'm reeling in. I was talking, like we were talking the whole time, talking about we didn't use the same baits. Like we were
No,
changing
what
baits.
you're
we were
using, what you're using.
right?
Okay, I'm gonna try
Fish
this.
shows up, reel, slams it. I set hook, right? And I reached down to turn the camera on, and I lost the fish.
And then he swore.
Right? And then I hit it, and it wasn't on video. It was on burst, and I iked the shit out of my hut. I went.
And then for the
nuts.
rest of the day, he tested it. So all I heard is GoPro on. GoPro on.
So I'm in my hut, right?
Then
Like down
different
on one knee,
GoPro on.
trying to reach to turn it on, and I hit the top, slacking the line. There he goes.
Oh, you popped it.
Yeah.
Right? And then I went Ike. And
GoPro
then it-
on.
And then it happened again, but the second time that I'd just given up on life at that point, and I was, a couple of shits and nothing
GoPro
big.
play.
But the first time I went just belligerent.
Is it like voice commanded? Or
Well, I
He
put the
thinks
voice
it is, but I don't think it is.
So
it's just
this
pure
thing,
brain?
the GoPro, as long as it's on standby mode, you can say GoPro on,
No, you
GoPro
can't.
on. Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
It did work. Remember we did it together?
Jesus.
But it had gone, like I hadn't filmed in so long, it had shut itself off, so I was trying to reach and turn it on.
Oh.
We tried everything though.
Just
I
try
don't.
saying "Okay, Google" before you say it.
Yeah. Siri, what is that? What do you guys say?
Siri.
Hey Siri.
Hey Siri.
Hey Siri. Everybody on iTunes right now, just
Hey Siri.
Yeah,
Let it light up.
everybody's machines are going off.
hey Siri.
Mike wants to know if there are any good deals going on at the Daiwa booth at the Toronto Fishing Show.
Every deal at the Daiwa booth is a good one. The retailers will have stuff with the I guess.
So
the
you go to the
corporate
booth, you
won't.
can't actually buy stuff
No,
at the
I'm not.
Daiwa
But
booth.
if you
It's-
come, let's make some announcements. You guys get your questions, comments ready. We're doing live show at the Spring Fishing and Boat Show. I'm going
Yes.
to be in the house.
That's 2 weeks.
No,
Right?
2 weeks. Yeah,
Yeah, 2 weeks.
I'm
Not
gonna
this
be.
weekend,
I'm
but
gonna
the
be there
weekend
all
after.
4 days. Are you doing? Are you working at the show like you usually do? The security stuff.
I'll be there.
You'll be around.
I'll be there. I won't
'Kay.
Are you gonna have a microphone or a walkie-talkie?
No headset?
I know.
You're not gonna have a walkie-talkie?
I got a lot of different.
He'll have a wireless mic.
You're doing stealth mode this time.
Yeah, I'm,
He's really on. Yeah, black belt.
yeah,
So that we're going to
I'll
be
down
there
for a couple
on the Saturday. We're going to do
Saturday.
the experiment live. Now,
I'll be there for that.
hot off the press.
Yeah, listen to this, guys.
RLM,
Listen to this.
RLM has offered up an RLM Elite box.
And what do you got to do? What do you got to do?
Let me get there, Mark. So there's
GoPro on.
oh, awesome, and it's not going to load. So here's what you got to do. So you got to follow the FearFishing. Follow at simplefishing.ca. I think Instagram will do.
Yep.
Attend the Spring Fishing and Boat Show and you got to get a selfie with myself or anybody part of
On
the
the show.
FearFishing crew, right? Take a selfie. It'll probably be easier if you come over and talk to us. Bathroom ones will not be accepted. Come over and say hi.
yourself.
Say we'll give you a
Negotiable.
decal.
Negotiable.
We got all kinds of stickers for
Yeah,
everybody.
yeah. The
Any
least you're
7
gonna
of
get
us?
is a sticker.
Any 7 of us,
Okay.
preferably me. I'm the best looking.
Not
Okay.
true.
Not true. That'll be up for
Yeah.
vote. We'll do an Instagram poll tomorrow. All you gotta do is come over, get a picture with us, post it on your social media, and hashtag RLM win.
Yep.
And then the good people at RLM, when they get home from the show from Alberta, they'll draw a name and send it to you in the mail. So that's super cool. Though.
And the least you're gonna get is a sticker.
Least.
Right? We're all gonna have them with us, right?
Well,
You see-
the most you're going to get is a sticker and a picture with me. The least you're going to get is a sticker and a picture with you.
Oh God. Oh God.
Ah.
If
Maybe-
you want to look really, really young in your picture, put yourself beside me. You want to make yourself look really short and like
Yeah,
feeble?
I am a little
Get
tall.
a picture beside this guy.
So we're going to do this show live
We are,
at the
yep.
Spring Fish, right in the Daiwa booth. That's
Yeah.
the plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the
We
plan.
needed power, and those people got power.
We got chairs yet?
Nope.
Okay. Anybody's
Do we got
chairs?
tables?
We've got tables.
Woo!
Yes.
Halfway there.
We might be standing.
I hope
Yeah,
that
that's
doesn't
all right.
go off like the big fire festival.
So you'll be able to answer your. We're gonna have microphones there for you can
Yep.
listen and you can ask questions. So come down to the Spring Fishing
It's
and
going to
Boat
be our
Show.
first live audience.
Yes. If
Right?
you can't make it on the Saturday,
Well, no.
the contest is going to run the whole thing.
No,
As our group, Experiment is the
When?
first live
the
one.
experiment, yeah.
Yeah.
But when we did the long while ago.
A long time ago.
Experiment.
The other news, Bowmanville Tackle Swap. I think it's Tackle Show now, March 10th.
Yep.
We're going to do this again.
Yes.
And now, the exciting news, I heard through the grapevine. Are you guys ready for this? Talking about Daiwa. They're going to do a Daiwa Jade Braid spooling booth where you can get discounted your reel spool.
How cool is that?
Come
and if
bring
you
it
guys
down.
haven't used this stuff yet,
It's
is
awesome.
super.
So there, I believe East Hill Outdoors is helping with this. You can come down. They'll bring the spooling machine. They'll put Jade Braid, whatever pound you
They're
want.
going to have the new stuff?
I don't know. Don't ask me questions I don't know the answers to.
Okay.
If they do, I might even spool a couple reels. So come on down. We're going to do this show again live at Bowmanville too.
Yep.
We'll pretty much do this now anywhere they'll
That's
let us.
March 10th.
March 10th.
March 10th, yeah. in
2019.
Bowmanville. Yep.
19.
Man, that's a lot.
Nice,
To
I
put
got a
in,
brand new
such
reel
a
to
short day,
spool up.
isn't it?
It is. We're gonna cram out 2 of these,
Wow.
and then that week of the show's on Saturday, and then Tuesday we go to Classic.
Yeah,
Oh
we
my
do.
God, do we really?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
do.
What time will the show be broadcasting?
Holy.
Steve wants to know.
Which one? I'm not exactly sure. Probably there'll be one at the Spring Fishing Show. There'll be one in the morning, early afternoon, and then one later in the day. We're gonna do 2.
Yeah.
Also, I have to say, I got to Kermit here. He's I'm liking his post. Keep him coming, Kermit. He got he's,
Shout out.
saying he's in the Navy and posted in Halifax. He says a boat's much worse than a plane.
Yeah,
Which I
Really?
I could probably
Listen,
believe,
I
depending
can
on the
believe
water
that.
you're on.
Listen, I would feel much better getting on a boat with him to go across the ocean than with
Yeah.
some pilot.
Ooh,
What's that
yeah.
pilot movie with Denzel Washington where he flies the plane upside down after doing cocaine and drinking the night before? What's that movie?
Oh, that
You-
was the passenger plane.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
That was Dude, Where's My Car?
that's my luck. Yeah, dude, where's my plane?
No, wrong movie.
Planes, trains, and automobiles.
And then
Ryan Gregory wants to know when we're coming to the Northwest Territories.
I would like to go.
Let's
You know
go.
what? So Ryan Gregory,
Yep.
I think he's going to stop in here when he comes. I think he's going to a wedding or something. He's coming back. We grew up together fishing down at the river.
Nice.
And Ryan pieced and moved to the Northwest Territories.
And that's, I got to hand it to him. It looks like he's having a blast.
Yeah,
out
he's
there,
got a
too.
TV show out there.
Yep. Yep.
Right?
Raising
Killing
his
it.
family. Yeah.
Yeah, that's super cool though. And you know what? When we were little,
Did you
like
say super cold?
cool, too.
Cold, super cold.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like
9
when I
months a
heard
year.
Ryan was going, it made so much like our whole childhood came to fruition. Like that was really cool.
You seen it coming?
I seen it coming. Like
Yeah?
I did totally right up Ryan's alley.
Really? Huh?
I think that's pretty
great.
cool. That's a huge
That's- oh,
leap.
yeah.
Found a nice lady here, and she agreed to move with him to the West.
Wow. She must really like him.
You know what I almost sang? The Alaska the Next Frontier theme song.
Let's
do
hear
it. Do it. He
No, I'm
sings it
not.
all day long.
I don't know the
All
words
day
at all.
long.
Muzzin just scored his first goal as a Leaf.
No way.
Yeah.
What?
That was another
Since
post
we're on
there.
that, what are the what are
3-0
the
now?
Well, hold on. Somebody talk here for a minute. I just
We
got a message
interrupted
from
this.
Iowa.
I
We
got
interrupt this broadcast.
Gino Mamoni. Can't wait to see you guys at the
Mamoni.
show.
Yes,
Mamoni?
I don't know my money, but I'll be.
And then they want to know if Scott Walton's going to be at the show.
Hold on.
And Jeremy says, he's missed this everything.
Perhaps.
So what has he missed? He just, I guess he missed the rest of the show. So we have to start all over again.
Yeah.
Who did?
Okay.
Who did?
Sure we said.
Start over.
Okay. We might have something huge to talk about after the break. I got to make sure. We just got something from. What?
Oh, maybe it's more deals that are going down at the.
No,
the
it's something
shows.
way cooler than that.
Cooler than that.
I just don't know if I can.
Chris
Sometimes I get in trouble.
Fear wants to know how many selfies you plan on taking that day, Sean. At the spring fishing.
Well, I'm taking one.
I never thought about this.
Chris Fear.
Can we take our own and hashtag it?
No.
I will.
I don't take selfies.
I get bombarded with selfies all the time.
I love them. Selfies are like the new autograph. You thought about
Yeah.
that? Like instead of asking for
exactly.
somebody's for autograph now, like if you meet somebody, you can take a picture with them.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's hard to forge a selfie.
Oh, anyway, I'm happy to sign anybody's anything.
Anything.
Wait.
No
what?
pictures.
Wait.
Only autographs now.
I'm.
All right, I got something for you to sign during the break.
What do you got there, honey?
Oh, nothing.
Nothing.
That's a good way. What are we talking about?
Do we have a short one or do we want to have a break? So Muzzin. Back to this.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Hey.
Solid defenseman. What are you? But he's not the answer to our problem, right? We're getting there. What are the odds that we can get Drew Downey too?
Oh, see, that would. But
we need him. If we got Drew Downey and he's leaving L.A.
Yeah.
He's leaving L.A.
They were
right?
partners.
They were partners. And the rumor has been for the last 2 years that Downey's coming to Toronto.
Really?
Right? He lives in London.
I've seen that in the last week or so.
Right?
I just saw that from you, though, I think.
Yeah, it was so. I've been watching it, and on the day that Muzzin traded on Sportsnet, that was the big rumor that Drew was coming. Right? Drew said he'll play for the Leafs. Right? What would you like? He's a $7 million man. Right? We just signed that slug for $7 million. Who's got what, 6 points, $1 million a point? Do we give him up?
Why not?
And
Why
we
not?
can
For
afford
another powerhouse defense.
Oh, if they can somehow get Drew Downey, we're gonna win that cup.
Yeah.
Like unstoppable team.
You think Anderson's got it?
They got what? He gets hurt a lot, eh? Like he's a phenomenal goalie, but he can't. He's not a Martin Brodeur to just put.
I miss our old backup, man.
Who?
Alan Bester.
We need a pot van. I think Anderson's a good goalie, but I don't think he's the guy.
But I'm not a
good, but not the guy.
Not a huge fan of Sparks myself.
Really?
Although his record's good.
It is.
I don't know.
No.
And, you said something about seeing Gardner go and seeing Nylander and Gardner.
Yeah, I traded that up. I'd give a pick too.
But
I'd give a pick too.
I don't know.
No
Gardner,
problem.
Nylander can go, but I don't know.
Gardner. I've never been a fan of Gardner, but it's
Drew Downey is top
hit or miss.
three. Like there's no hit or miss with Drew Downey. We're getting what we paid for, right?
No, Gardner. He'd be like on a third line. He might be pretty good, right? But like,
if we can't get Drew Downey, I think they should. I think they should pony up for take the roll of the dice on Duncan Keith. He's up for grabs too. He's a little older though, 36. 4 years left on his contract.
We just need a monster.
We need somebody who can just
forced to be reckoned with.
And we don't even need even if we got
monster.
Duncan Keith, we don't need him to play good for all 4 years. We need one good playoff round. Like pile on the minutes. I watched today on if they had Drew Downey and Muzzin together on the Leafs, they would play half the game is what they usually play. And we only need the 4 other guys to play the half. Interesting. Workhorses. Workhorses.
Some of these guys, they put on minutes like
crazy, right?
Yeah.
And Muzzin and it would work out that Downey and Muzzin played half the game. Nice. Think about that. Cup run.
Yeah.
Looking good.
Yeah.
Let's take a short 3-minute break.
Ryan Flaro says shout out to Fitty.
Shout out to Ryan Flaro. Pfizer. He posted a really good coat on Facebook the other night. Like a fur coat. I digged it.
He was wearing it? Or the buddy from the Super Bowl? Was that what it was?
Yeah.
The big old furry thing?
I could see Ryan with his Uggs and that fur coat and his visor. Rocking Cornwall. He's a good dude. Are you ready, Brian, with our YouTubeage?
YouTubeage?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Let's play a VOG while we have a break.
Let's do it up.
Yeah. Keep your questions and comments.
To yourself.
Daiwa News shot down.
Post them up.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Yesterday went pretty good for Mr. McCall and I. Threw down a decent bag of fish for 11th place, 3-weight tie for 11th place. The weights were tight, but the winning team caught 20 plus pounds, I should say, of green fish. They were also fishing the same areas that Sean and I were in the morning. So we're on the right pattern. May have to change baits up a little bit, but today, swing for the fences because there's no tomorrow. We're just gonna try and catch everything we can possibly get our hooks on, and hopefully we win that race to 20 pounds. So I'm gonna gas up like every tournament morning. We're gonna grab some Tim Hortons and meet up with Mr. McCall, and we'll see you at the party. Woo! I found him. Took a while of searching. McCall!
Yo!
What's up, brother?
Much.
You ready for day 2?
Yeah, I am.
We had a good day 1. We forgot the net yesterday and we used your dirty old crappy net. And
Lucky net.
It's now the lucky net. So I saw the good net this morning and I thought, you know what? We can't mess with anything. We're taking the dirty old fold up mesh net. How pumped are you to do that again? Man, we're gonna get big fish in that net. You had fun yesterday?
Yeah, I did.
We're going for the mountain today. We're going trying to climb the top of the hill. Yesterday, basically the only rod I used all day was my perennialer bladed jig rod. That is my absolute favorite flipping jig rod, and the blue and black jig, like always for me, came through yesterday, so I'm sticking with that. I got a few more rods on the front of the deck, but when something's working, you can't change with the plan. I have an awesome net at home, and yesterday we used the collapsible fold-up ultra backup. We cast a check, so today, nothing changes. Load this boat up with McCall's stuff, and let's go catch some bass. We have made it. Day 2 is on the way. Sean really wants to get the boat in the water, but Moosey, what's up, bro?
What's happening?
Hey, great interview with Beggsy's kid yesterday.
Oh, he's a natural, isn't he? You should see that guy flip.
For all you guys who don't know, Moose runs the camera at weigh-in for us, so thanks a lot, buddy.
No problem, pal.
What are you doing today? Hanging out?
I'm just gonna hang out, get a tan, and put up some tents.
You can get a tan? More of a tan?
More. Brown guys tan real well.
No way.
Oh yeah, I'll be black by the end of the day.
Good man. Hey, bro, I'll see you at weigh-in. You run the camera for us?
Good luck out there.
Yeah, thanks, bro. We need to get the boat in the water so that Mr. McCall, his patience is wearing thin. Bro,
get in the boat. We gotta get in the race.
Did you bring your rain suit today? Because it's gonna be nice.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, good.
Who forgets a rain suit?
If you brought it, so it won't rain. Let's get this in the water. It's almost go time. 20 pounds. That's what it's gonna take. The hunt is on. The race to 20. I'm pumped. Pumped. Moosey. Day 2 blast off is underway. There they go. The boys are rushing off. We're in heat 2, but we got a better number today. We're gonna blast off in 7th. Yesterday I wore flip-flops in the boat. My back and hips were absolutely killing me. So today, we stepped her up to the boat shoes. Sean McCall, how you feel? Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm pretty ready.
Are you in the race, bro?
We're in the race, bro.
Jeff, partner, good luck, Bryce. I hope you guys got him today.
Good luck, boys.
Thank you. Here we go. We got 15 minutes. We're blasting off. Sean, bro, you pumped? Big fish, Sean McCall, and our little fish net. But it's a lucky one. Let's do this.
camera was off. We haven't got a hit in forever. But we just got our limit fish. Smallmouth bass. And we got 5. Now we be calling.
Lately I've heard you on radio stations, and I love your voice, so I just feel frustration. And everyone's right when they say that I'll be moving on in time. Yes, I'm moving on. You're so drunk, I must find my way to make this stop. Yes, I'm stumbling, but I will find someone to raise me up. You're so drunk, I must find my way.
We just totally look at that, buddy. That's the camera. Look at that.
Yes, I'm stumbling,
You're from the show.
find someone to raise me
See you, bud.
Vita, who's up here next?
Team 47, Sean McCall and Ian West.
All right, Fear Fishing coming up together on the podium, looking for a big bag. Looks like a good, healthy bag. Is it a 20-pound bag? No. All right, so Lake Everybody.
Whoa. Good times.
Yeah.
Fishing the CSFL.
Had to cut Andy off before he started talking.
Now, we just got off the phone with Daiwa Canada.
Yes, we did.
Do you want to give them the update, like the official on the
official-
J-Braid spool
there-
at the Moment
yeah,
Bell Taco?
okay, J-Braid, we talked to Kyle from Daiwa there, and there's going to be the X4, the X8,
And the
on
Grand.
hand, different braids and floral as well.
Grand?
What?
The new stuff, the Grand?
And he said yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for a small fee, they're gonna have huge spools of there. They're gonna have spoolers.
Bring all your
just
reels. It
doing
doesn't. It
so
doesn't have to
bring
be a Daiwa reel.
No, it does not.
Whatever you're rocking, feel free to bring it down and get it spooled up for a small fee. Do you got something good here?
Oh, I got a new reel. You know.
Dude,
that,
no way. Yeah.
So
Well, bring it.
I'm
Bring
gonna
it.
bring it. Get it spooled up.
Yeah.
What am I going with?
10-pound J-Braid.
J-Braid. Why J-Braid over floral?
No, because so we're gonna run a fluoro leader on your
J-Braid.
reel. Braided line's a lot more sensitive, and fluorocarbon is a bit of a mess. I don't like running it on my full spools.
Yeah.
It's all right for casting.
So you just want a multi-species kind
Yeah.
of.
Yeah, I forgot you got that. We got to get your rod too.
And floral leader
Shout
on
out to
J-Braid
Daiwa.
line, eh?
You'll go through a lot of fluoro too if you're spooling your.
Yeah, it has really bad.
Does J-Braid last
memory.
longer than just in
Yeah,
general?
and you'll be able to feel more. We'll put X8 on.
You've never used braid before, bro?
You'll feel it.
I did. I have used braided. Last time I spooled my reel, I put braided on there.
85.
What
And
kind
it
of
was
reel?
like-
85, yeah.
The original spider wire.
What kind of reel?
Legalis, 3,000.
Spinner reel?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. 10-pound.
Oh yeah, you'll be able to
J-Braid
cast a country mile.
X8.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, with
Nice.
10-pound. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We'll get you on some.
I
good.
like,
You'll be
like
happy.
I like being able to throw it around
'Kay.
because I don't got a little
Are we
trolling
gonna
motor or
do
nothing.
when
So I
we're
like to
done
be
at
able
the
to toss
Classic?
it.
Oh, you'll be able to
What?
toss it a mile.
Are we gonna do
bud.
another casting competition down at the Classic?
Oh, for sure.
Oh, I hope
That
yeah.
was so much fun.
I got more news. If anybody'd like to hear from
More
Daiwa.
news.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Okay, are you ready?
Are they
Yeah.
back
We
to
had,
ready.
we called
We're
and
ready.
we got the okay. This year, there's going to be a special Daiwa Tatua 60th anniversary reel. It's like the regular Daiwa Tatua 100 that just came out last year, but it has all red. It's black with all red
Inlay.
inlay.
Oh, yeah, this is a nice looking unit there.
I'll pass this.
Can you pass
I'm
it to
gonna
the
get
camera?
one.
Can you
I
get
don't
it
know
to the
how
camera?
I'm gonna get one. Can you guys throw it on that one? No. You can't really see it, and
Yeah, you
that's the
can't see it
only
that good.
picture I have of it. But I'll pass it
It
around
does
the
look
horn.
sweet.
That
It was terrible.
Yeah, it was.
But the
It
breaking
was.
news, it's coming. Keep your eyes open.
We just got to check it out for yourself.
And
I'm getting one.
And Kyle said there's only going to be like 100 of them in Canada.
Maybe.
Maybe
Oh.
100 of them.
It,
in
like it's
Canada.
only
So-
going to selected
limited.
dealers. It's going to be a very limited thing. I think he's probably overshooting on the 100, but man, they're dope. Look good, eh, Sean?
Yeah, it's a smoking reel.
That's pretty cool, eh?
That's right in a reel cover every.
So there's like a special 60th anniversary edition coming out. It's like if you saw Tatua 100 now, it's kind of got like a smoke gray kind of,
Like
And
ghosting?
Yeah, ghosting, but it's going to be in red on the 60th anniversary
It's
one.
got the red inlay too, the 100.
So if you own a fishing store in Ontario, get on the phone right now. Start calling.
Make sure you get some of
you're on
those.
that list. I'm pumped. I'm excited. I'm always excited for breaking news. Have we got any questions, comments before we jump into something?
Nope.
Get your questions and comments in. If you're listening on iTunes, what are you going to do? Yeah.
Leave a review. Rate and review. Don't
You want
put
to
me
rate
in the
this?
spot.
Leave a review. If you're listening on iTunes, that would help us so much. If you're listening on YouTube, hit that subscribe button with the bell so that when we do these live shows or we do new vlogs or tips and tricks videos, you get notified. And if you're listening on Facebook, hit that share button.
Yes.
Hit that share button. Where do you guys want to go from now?
Why
On
does
down.
everyone hate Tom Brady?
Yeah, that's a good
why?
question. And let's talk about the Super Bowl.
Now, somebody did post because he's no Joe Montana. I don't know.
There's no, you don't know Joe Montana? Is anybody here a
Well-
big football fan?
No.
No.
I know Joe Montana, but
We just don't have a football team around here.
No.
So it's like, we
Not in
didn't
the
have
NFL.
football teams in high school or nothing like that.
I watch
either, so
one
it's-
game a year.
I
and it was last
Did
night.
anybody watch the
just
Super
come
Bowl?
for the food.
I watched it
No.
last night. Yeah,
I
did
watched a
come
little
for it.
tiny bit of it. Putted around.
You didn't miss anything.
So, like, we all know that Tom Brady's now won 6 championships.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Crazy.
Is it just
Why do
like,
they- why is
don't
everybody-
hate us
17
'cause you
years
ain't
or
us?
18
Is that what
years.
that is?
But didn't the Steelers do it
Not
back
even
in
close.
the day?
Not nothing
in
like that, I
7
don't
years?
think. So,
Hasn't he been caught cheating?
Deflategate.
Yeah, but I don't know how serious that
Deflategate?
is.
Deflategate.
Why do,
I
like,
like
do you know what I
that.
mean?
He
You
got
know,
caught with a squishy ball.
Yeah, yeah.
So you could
He's
grip it.
like squishy balls.
Squishy balls.
So why does everybody hate? Why? You know, the title wasn't just about Tom Brady. Why is there so much hate online? Right? Like, is it like a jealousy thing?
Absolutely.
Is it like, is that why everybody's hating on Nike? Because they're jealous?
Yep.
Right? It's a phenomenal career.
Sean Quinn says it's just envious, plain and simple.
It
Exactly.
is. Like, he's on
Envy.
top of the game.
Yeah,
What is
man.
he, like 41 years old? He's rocking the dad bod down at the beach? Running
That's
out
not
of
a
fingers?
dad bod. He
Have you
doesn't
seen the
have-
dad? He's got a
Just-
gut.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he's just got a dad bod.
Adam Levine does not.
Yeah, so there's another one. And when I saw...
What does that have to do with the
Super Bowl.
Did you-
Did he
oh,
go,
yeah.
hey, the Super
He was
Bowl?
the halftime
Oh,
Now,
show. Yeah.
now I
That
saw...
was a segue, Brian.
Okay,
Check it
sorry.
out.
The
Check it out.
TMZ was going nuts this morning about Adam Levine from Maroon 5 took his shirt off. And why is he
Oh,
allowed
dear.
to take his shirt off? And
Little
there
nip
isn't
slip.
the scrutiny
Ah.
when Janet Jackson flashed a boob,
A nipple.
right?
She flashed a nipple.
She flashed a nipple. Like, it would it...
But he can.
Oh,
But he can
time
take
out.
his shirt
Isn't
off.
it? Times are changing, like
Yeah.
big time, right? Like,
The pendulum swings.
yeah, like that's a little weird. I can't
There's
believe
been a lot of weird stuff going on.
there
with
is
that.
a lot of
People
weird
are gonna
stuff.
bitch about anything.
I was just.
What kind of world do we live in where a man can't say penis?
I was. I was saying last night I was watching a show and they mentioned that a guy in Canada successfully legally changed his gender on his license to female and to save on car insurance. There you go.
No
Geico.
way.
Geico.
That's a smart play.
I already told you guys this. Next
And then-
tournament season or this year's tournament season, I am
Goes-
going to identify as a largemouth bass.
As-
And I'm gonna pay
Jump on the scale.
That's it.
You know what? And you know it gets worse because I think it was in the UK or something somewhere. Man got sentenced to prison for a considerable amount of time and I forgot though. I identify as a female, and
good
apparently he is or she or what it got incarcerated and to a female prison.
Well, there's
Get
my
out.
That's a smart plan.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
If they get you in
Wow.
Pennsylvania, or yeah,
You
that's
identify
totally
as
what
a
I'm.
claim
woman.
that.
That's what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
yeah.
You're going to have to
Yeah.
shave the beard.
Yeah, that's fine. No, I don't.
you
I
don't.
identify as the
You're
bearded
a
woman.
bearded
The
woman.
bearded lady from
Yeah.
the circus.
Yeah, don't be
This
so
is-
narrow-minded
this is
today.
true.
Amber.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, other chicks dig beards in jail.
Chad Smith says scary thing is that Brady could have had 10 rings by now.
It's
At
crazy.
least.
Yeah, it's true.
He's a man. I don't know why everybody hates on it. I think there's just a thing.
Yeah, don't be too good.
It's
People hate.
easier
Like,
to
even
talk-
Like everybody hates LeBron
That's-
James.
That's why Ian
Drake.
doesn't
Is there a
ever
good
get
one?
too good. He doesn't
Best
want people to hate him.
comment ever.
Let's hear it.
Everybody hates Drake.
Let's hear it.
Is it appropriate? Are you gonna get one for the swear jar?
Of course it's appropriate.
It's on FearFishing.
Kermit 123 dude some
That's the guy.
77
I see it.
says Adam Levine looks like a condom full of oatmeal. Imagine
but
throwing
you know,
that
like,
at the wall.
there's a big difference.
That sings like an angel.
There's a big difference between like making fun, right? Like we were like making fun of somebody and giving them a hard time. But it just seems there's just so much hate on posts, just like nuking, like they just hate everything. The world of the
People
internet.
need to scroll on.
Yeah, if you don't like it, change the channel. If you don't like, I don't know why.
Or hate. Some people have fun hating. Go ahead.
Yeah,
hate
they
away.
do.
Just make sure you hate everything nice and equally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, for
If you're
sure.
gonna be a hater, then own it up, and and like hate on stuff. Like, hey, sometimes I'm in the mood for hating stuff, whether it's out of envy or just because it's kind of fun to make fun of.
Do you hate
people,
your
right?
watch? I've noticed you hated your watch lately.
You notice that? You notice that? But you know what? Just hate it up. Go on, hate it, but love it too. There's a fine line between love and hate, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes, sometimes you just step over that line one way. Sometimes you step over the other way.
I want to bring this up. We can segue quick into this. Elon Musk announced 4 years ago that he was going to open up all the patents to anybody who was seriously making a try to make the world better by electric cars, all the Tesla ones.
Right.
Yep.
And he announced it again last week that, they're free and open to the public. I'm not going to sue anybody if you use our technology because it's just good for the world.
Electric boats.
That, like, this is the total opposite. Yeah, Lund has, I think it's Lund. One of them had one at one of the fishing shows.
Well, think of every time you start a boat, especially some
Yeah.
some of these outboard boats. Every time you start a boat, you look behind your boat, look in the water. You're
Yes.
always, and like
They're way better than they used to be.
We drive them on the road, we trailer them, they get covered in all types of different stuff. You
Yeah.
drop it in the water. It's just like we're constantly adding stuff. And some of our lakes around here, they get busy. Like there's lots and lots of boats, and everybody's doing that. There's always fuel and stuff going in there. Electric boats, if you can figure out how to not electrocute the shit out of yourself, then
Can you imagine a whole shot in an electric
Oh,
boat? Oh my god!
But we go from everybody hating on posts, and we have one of the brightest minds in the world who's like, listen, I won't sue any of you. If you guys think you can make a cheaper electric car using our technology, go ahead if it's good for the world.
Back about maybe
That's crazy,
5 years ago, I'd say, I blew up my Optimax.
Okay.
Tony from Extreme came and bought it, and he told me that they have all these 115 blocks or power heads because a company or a university or something came and bought all these motors. All they needed was the lower units and the gut, but they didn't need the motor because they were testing and trying to develop electric motors.
That's cool.
So there's obviously people out there working on this.
Like, I don't think they'll ever make a 225 horsepour outboard.
They're heavy.
To do, right?
Dude, they're heavy.
Yeah. But I
The
totally.
batteries are heavy.
I'm probably we could make a 30 horsepower, 40 horsepower.
Yeah.
Right.
Electric boat motor.
Like a cottager.
Like just slowly start
edition.
beefing up those trolling motors to something that will push a boat.
They already have them.
Because they got.
Can you?
they got
trolling motors. Yeah, we have electric trolling motors.
Well, no, that's what I mean. They
Yeah.
already got them, but obviously you start adding way more weight and way more current.
There's one.
Just having that
If you guys,
electric current
if
on
you
top
guys
of the water
search,
makes you a little nervous. But
there was. I remember seeing an
could break it up.
fisherman video of like the Minnesota boat show, and they were giving test rides in an outboard, an electric
Yeah.
outboard, and it ran pretty good. And they were
There you
talking about
go.
the whole shot, and I think it was I want to say 60 horsepower, 75 horsepower engine.
See, there you go.
Yeah, it was.
right?
Yeah.
But see, but there's that can of worms that you open up, and this is what always gets me. But then you look at where the electricity is coming from, and you look at the factories they
Batteries.
built on our lakes when they make these batteries, and when they like the resources they use, and the pollution that the factories put right out into our water, anyways, because all the factories are all built on the water, like everywhere,
Yes.
right? All the power factories, all anywhere we're getting power, and it's just. So it's like
Yeah,
there's
that's like they
which
say
is,
about the
which is
wind
the lesser
turbine.
of two evils, right? Which is
The wind turbines cost more in fossil fuel to make them than they ever
they
save
make
out of the
back.
carbon
Yeah.
footprint.
And apparently they mess up like migration paths and stuff like that.
Yeah,
for birds.
I just saw a commercial about
But-
Budweiser's only using those in their plants now.
Right.
All their energy is renewable
Like-
energy. That's like a big thing. And here's another one. And I'm going to cost me a quarter here, but it used to be
It's coming.
organic. Organic all of a sudden sometime in the 90s became the word, right? And it wasn't a few years before that everything was organic, right? Like we've created this brand organic, right? And I can remember my grandfather, farmer, who was in line at the grocery store at the Food City in Peterborough, and I was maybe like 13. Lady in front of me, a bit of a hipster, bit of a hippie, And she asked the lady on the cashier, she said, "Is this organic?" And then the lady said, "I don't know." And she said, "Well, I only eat organic." And my grandfather went, "Well, eat shit. It's organic."
That was a funny grandpa.
Yeah, he was awesome. Yeah. So we've like created this organics a brand.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's like it wasn't that long ago all food was organic, and now it's like
it's
branded.
Well,
pay a little extra.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of brings it to another topic too. I think that's
on the board.
Yeah. Okay. So just a way of looking at things, cars and vehicles, because you'd mentioned of an SUV that went through the ice there, I think, last week or something, and like now
we actually know somebody who sunk one.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You do. So I'm thinking like part of me thinks like, why isn't there environmental like fines involved?
I'm
with
sure there is, dude.
Well, the rumor is, and I talked to a firefighter tonight, it's $1,000 a day that it's in there.
Oh, okay.
Right?
That's interesting.
But this is kind of like, I don't know, and I couldn't find any cases where this had actually been charged. And when Marley put his Pathfinder through, and we found it on its roof on Lake Scugog, I remember him calling the police to report that they got out, and they like were basically like, "What, is anybody in the car?" And he was like, "No," and he's like, and they were like, "Well, why are you calling us?"
Someone should look up and see if that's actually a law, like on.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like
Somebody fire that away
$1,000
on the
a day.
Google train. But do you know what I mean? Like you put a vehicle through, or last year there was a ice hut that was left on the ice on Rice Lake, and it just floated around forever.
Really, eh?
Yeah, like there was sightings and pictures, and guys tried to
this-
tow up with their boats, and it floated, and I don't know what
Not
was
to
in
mention
the hut.
all the shrapnel that's being melted into the ice that people don't pick up.
Oh,
Oh.
that's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's there's a lot of and like
Propane tanks left out on the ice.
oh really
Melted. Oh yeah.
Oh.
Just melted right into the ice.
Are you Googling that, Sean, or are you just having too
No,
fun?
he's having fun.
Oh.
What?
He's playing Candy
We
Crush.
need to know if there's an actual law
Penises.
about this $1,000 a day thing. We need to know.
Law.
I think that's a good idea.
Just chatting.
Oh, it's all right. Mark's gonna Google it.
I'll try Googling it.
Okay,
But
Google.
Okay.
Hey Siri.
Nobody's gonna listen to
my
this
Siri's
anymore.
on.
GoPro on.
But still, here's another thing about.
Well, if there isn't a law, do you think there should be? Like, I honestly think that there should.
I think
be.
there should be
And
a
you know
law.
what?
Yeah.
If you're gonna go out on the ice,
There's
like,
got to be something.
And we talked about this before you guys came. Vehicles, I don't think are going to just spew oil and everything. Like there's gonna be some time here to get them out safely.
Like the faster you get it out, the better.
better.
I
Yeah.
think So that makes sense if there is like a daily or something encourages you get it out there quick because it's gonna cost you because you're impacting things a lot. Like there's a lot of crap in a vehicle, a lot of chemicals.
Absolutely.
And it's
comes out.
yeah.
Now I wonder if here a lot of people have gone through the ice with the in the inconsistency in the ice, and a lot of people go rushing out there early. I tried to ask this fighter if there was any stats of how many times there was like rescues or stuff like that. Do you think that people should be charged if they go out on thin ice and somebody has to go out there and save them?
But who's to say it's thin?
For stupidity?
Yeah, for stupidity.
I think they should be
plain
charged.
straight up.
I went through the ice and we got rescued off like maybe 10 years ago. On
How much
Scugog.
ice though?
Did you have to pay for it though?
They did send us a bill for $400.
Yeah.
But the guy that I was with, we were in an Argo, so we weren't sinking.
Yep.
We were floating.
So
he never called the rescue. So somebody on shore saw us go through and called. So he's saying, why should I have to pay? We have a winch. We have all the things that we need to get. Our problem was we couldn't get back up on the ice because of the tracks on it.
Yeah.
We just kept hitting it. It wouldn't come up. We could have got
How
out.
much ice though was there?
Well, there was.
There wasn't 3 inches, right?
What'd you go
There
through?
was.
You go through
But on the
pressure
rest of the
crack?
lake, there certainly wasn't. It was up near the
So
river.
there was like an actual accident where the rest of the lake was like there was 18 inches on the lake. We had driven on the lake. It was perfectly fine. He just hit a soft spot
That's
and it
what
went
happened to
through.
us. That's what
Right?
happened to us.
I'm not talking about that. Like accidents happen. I'm talking about I watched a live Facebook
do.
video.
I watched myself
I watched
get
a live Facebook video the other day from Wisconsin.
Oh,
They're in the
yeah.
harbor, right? And the guide there, I can't think of his name, but he's really, really popular on social media. There's guys skating on the open harbor, and he's saying with the self wind, all this ice could be gone in a half an hour.
Yeah.
And look at these idiots skating close to the waves. Like this is
They
just
were
going
way
to put like this is just going to put somebody's life at danger because they got to go out and rescue these people. In those circumstances, should those people be charged for just being
For
stupid?
endangering someone else's life.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Like,
you're that first responder.
yeah. You're
Their life
endangering.
is now in
Do you know, like the guy who's
Well, there was
just
police. There was another video.
Reckless
on Facebook,
endangerment or
about-
something.
there was 2 people that went through the ice, and then when the police went out to go get them, the first police officer went in, and I think there was a second police officer that went in too,
Yep.
and just to save one person.
Yeah. No. Yeah. So what
Did
if
everyone get out, or did?
Yeah, everybody made it, but
That
they
was
all had
not
to
always
go
the
to
case. That's not always the
hospital.
case. Rescue.
you see everybody
all the time.
Go rushing out on the Bay of Quinte on 3 inches ice with the current. You see everybody
not
trying
me.
to rush out on
you know
Lake
what?
Simcoe, but those people go through and have to be saved. Should there be criminal charges because it it says 4 inches to walk on, 6 inches for a small vehicle or a snowmobile. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's guidelines there, and if it wasn't safe, and everybody was telling you, like, you see people post pictures, and
That's
then
straight up disregard for that, though.
that's right. And if somebody dies trying to save you, should you be charged with manslaughter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
You know what?
Involuntary.
Yeah. Involuntary manslaughter or something. I feel like if there was just a little something emphasized more on, like the laws that, like, hey, like, you know, if you go through, it's gonna really cost you.
Yeah.
It's gonna make people just be safer. It's gonna like, you know, people are gonna think a little bit more twice before they go make sure that it's gonna be safe enough that they don't go through, because it's gonna cost them. It's gonna affect, like, you know, if they don't lose their life, it's gonna affect their life. Like if they lose a vehicle.
And there's like safe ice.
There's no insurance on this.
Yeah, and there's like safe ice, and accidents happen. We're not talking about those cases, right? Because that could be anybody,
but a
anytime.
snowmobile's one thing too, but driving out in a luxury SUV.
Yeah,
like
when
driving
there's
out in
8
your Mercedes,
inches, yeah, and you know, and everybody's trying to wave you down to get you off the ice. Like, there's just stupid cases,
I've
right?
driven my truck on 8 inches lots of times.
Yeah?
Lots of times. I drove my truck on 6 inches. That was sketchy.
Don't
Super sketchy.
Don't be a
That was
Sean.
Don't be a Sean. Moment of the day.
I grew up on the ice.
What?
Yeah, and then like I
one day you're fishing, you're gonna what do
Do you know what I
you're gonna
mean?
pull up Sean's boot.
But like, let's say you're the guy who you're not even fishing, right? You've had too many beers at the hotel, and you, instead of taking the bridge, you're gonna drive it across the lake. Or let's say you're gonna.
Well, you're an idiot,
right? And you put the truck through, and they got to come out and rescue you.
You really, really, really got to know the body of water.
What about the causeway? What if you're a guy who's going to drive a snowmobile over under the causeway in
don't
the open
do it.
water? Because every year somebody puts
everybody
a
does it.
machine.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? What if you're that guy? Do you know what I mean? Like, shit, like that's just stupidity.
Yeah.
So if you make it, you're a hero, and if you don't make it,
Well, if you make it, you're still kind of a dumbass.
Yeah, because you're
you're just,
drinking
you're
and
just a
driving.
you're just a
Don't
luckier
do it.
dumbass. Really.
But it's easy to, and like here we're gonna have a parent moment here, because I was 21. I thought I would have been like, let's do it.
Oh, yeah.
But now that I'm 36 and I
Full
got
bore.
kids, I'm like,
Yeah.
this is probably not a good idea.
not
Should
good.
listen to your parents.
Gotta set an
I always, and this
example.
is what, and then this is exactly what I tell Emma all the time, because Emma's getting to the age where she's driving with young boys.
Yeah. So is
right.
Hannah.
And I always tell her that, sadly, a couple of these guys you know from high school aren't going to make it through the learning curve of driving.
Yeah.
Right? Like every high school loses a couple young men who thought they were Mario Andretti.
Oh, I was a
and,
retard.
Yeah,
driving
you know what I
as a
mean?
kid, man.
And everybody was.
Like,
you like all of a sudden you get your G2 and you're open to
yeah,
the road. I got a speeding ticket right at the YMCA when I was a young man. He said, "Where are you going?" I said, "Grocery shopping." He said, "That just got more expensive." Never forget it. It was Delkey.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Good one, eh? Some bitch. Insurance went up. But yeah, be safe out there. Be smart. Think about it. Make a plan. Tell people where you are. And don't go out when it's like stupid. It's not worth dying over a fish.
Why are these people going out by
Every year
themselves,
somebody
dude?
dies over
A lot of people
fish.
out there going out by themselves.
Don't
that would be-
drink and drive your truck on the ice either. That's always another one, right? It's not, you had a couple
just
too
because you're
many
on the ice
beers.
doesn't mean you're safe.
Yeah. Don't
You can-
just be
yeah.
safe.
You can still get charged with impaired if you're on the ice or on the land.
Same with boating, right?
Same with boating.
Same with boating. Be safe. Drink at home. Watch the webcast or the experiment. That's a hard one to. How much do you owe? That's on the
Dude, you got to get your
the swear
That's
jar.
on the swear jar. Yeah, you
Here,
owe.
here.
You got to
and-
put $5
not
in
even
there.
a swear.
Yeah, it is.
Listen, I want to ask you a
dictionary.
question. I had a really good conversation today with a guy. I went down to the river and had somebody was there fishing. I got out and chatted up with him. I told him to shorten his length between his tube and his thing.
Yeah.
5 drifts later, pounds of steelhead. I netted it for him.
Nice.
Right? So we're chatting.
You're a good net boy. I saw you
And
this
he
summer.
watches the vlog, right? And he fishes
Sweet.
tournaments. And he asked me a really interesting question, and I'm going to question it back to you guys because I answered him, and I'll tell my feelings about this too. He asked me if I felt extra pressure fishing tournaments because we're filming them.
Tournaments or just fishing altogether?
He brought up tournaments, but by the end of the conversation, he meant it all together. And he said he fished against us on the CSFL, and he said he thought that people had unreal expectations for me because it was on film. And I said that do you get what I'm saying? And that like not tournament anglers, but like the people watching the vlog and he just asked me, did I feel extra pressure out there doing this?
I would say yes.
Do you ever like? And here's my question to you. I didn't finish. Are we ever film?
No kidding.
Do you ever come or film vlogs or when we fish tournaments? Do you ever feel like an extra little bit of pressure to catch a fish?
Of course, because we went our first ice fishing trip of the year. We went to Quinny.
I was a little nervous about that one.
I know. So
yeah.
Didn't someone go through just that day after you guys left?
No, they didn't. But we'll get to that.
Day.
Yeah. No, they
so
go through.
I had caught 2
Well, they
walleye, and right then I knew that we were going to stay out there all night and all weekend and all week if need be until you caught one for the camera, because you could not have.
You've outfished me on the vlog before when we did.
I know, but you make it, edit it. Like
no, that's not
Oh yeah,
yeah, you do. Eh?
Oh yeah.
All of a sudden, like the sun's out. Ian has a different shirt on.
No, but do you ever feel more?
And then
pressure?
right after, I caught
get it.
this.
I think there's a true want to get something on camera.
I was
Do
feeling the
feel
pressure on Sunday.
I think there's a certain amount of pressure on it. It's not like the same pressure like in other things in life, but
Yeah.
I felt the pressure.
I think yeah, there's pressure there.
I felt
Sean,
the
do
pressure
you?
when you took me out that one
Do
time.
you ever think about it?
I feel no pressure.
No.
I give 0 fucks.
It used to bother me. It used to bother me a lot. It used to bother me way more than it does now.
Doesn't bother
I
me
think
at all.
this is just a realistic. I think sometimes with the content that's out there, the bar is set way too high. Because TV shows are filmed over 5 days.
Yeah.
And that's what I was explaining to the dude I was talking to today. I was like, if we were really smart and we wanted to do this for that...
we look like heroes every time.
We would have pre-fished, ice-fished that lake.
Yeah.
3 or
Spent
4
all
days.
weekend there.
Yeah, 3 or 4 days. Found some good schooling fish. Found a couple Laker spots. Caught one left. And then we would have come back and said that we'd only been here... First day, left Port Hope, drove here, haven't seen the lake all year, went out there and caught some fish. But I don't feel like that's not what we're trying to do here.
I think everybody that's watching this and has watched it for a while know that how perfectly honest it is, and sometimes you just don't catch them.
It is what it is. There's slumps. The only time that's ever made me mad, I was pissed off about the FLW thing and the whole stop stinging your fish. We only caught 6 fish in 4 fucking days. That'll cost me.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I didn't sting all my fish, and I watched people who went on and on about it sting more fish in Florida before their tournament than I caught all that week. We just weren't on the fish.
Oh,
do you know what I mean?
Like
Like,
light them up in practice, man.
I didn't light them up at all.
Everywhere lighting them up.
We caught 4 fish and 5 casts and left, and went and had breakfast and went to a whole new lake. But because of how it's edited, like 8 hours into 10 minutes, it looks like we caught some fish, and we weren't on fish all the time. If anybody would have messaged me, I would have said straight up, we caught like 4 or 5 fish in 3 days of pre-fishing, 12 hours a day. We didn't sting nothing.
Mm-hmm.
We stung more in the tournament, and we sucked. I knew by like Friday of that event that this was not happening for us. Right? So that kind of pissed me off when people do you know what I mean? When you're just hounded with the same thing, and now we'll probably get 100 messages about how I stung those fish, but then that's just how the world works. But that kind of just annoyed me. The rest of the time, I'm pretty confident that we're going to catch some fish, right? We're going through a bit of like a slump, showing up to lakes and haven't fished them all year and didn't ask any advice. We just, we just went fishing.
Winging it.
winging it, and that like, and
Yeah, we're just a dude fishing with another dude.
That's right, right? And most of the time it works out pretty good. I've never pre-fished for a vlog. We hardly get any information on any time. Somebody, like once in a while, somebody will text and say, such and such lake's going pretty good. I'll go fish the lake, right? But we're not like, it's not like I'm calling up, getting waypoints and none of that stuff.
And these are lakes that are close to home that we've been to a billion times. Like we're traveling, we're seeing some.
Well, that's the thing too.
And
So when I was talking to that guy today, I was like, imagine if I filmed 91 vlogs and all I fished was the Bay of Quinte.
Exactly.
How bored would you be by the third one? Even if I was knocking the socks off them, or what if we only went like ice fishing on Big Bear Point and
or
Lake
anywhere.
Simcoe?
Rice Lake, 'cause it's up the
How
street.
many times do you want to? Yeah, how many times does somebody want to see that? There's some adventure. There's some risk to this. Sometimes we're going to get them, and sometimes we're not. I think we're in a bit of a slump here. I really think there's slumps in fishing. Like I think when they you get on a roll in fishing, like it just seems like they bite all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's other times where it's like you're never going to catch a fish again. But if you even look at MLF, 80 great anglers. There's a whole raft of anglers there at the back of the pack who caught 4 fish.
And every day nobody was catching anything for a couple hours.
So
You know what
and
I mean?
so
Like
I
those
think
lull
they're like
periods.
when we're filming tournaments, just because we people watch the vlog, that there's a little more pressure, just because people would just generally know that maybe we're fishing that tournament more than other people. So because they know who we are, they think that we're going to win, but that's not how it works.
Yeah.
To win a tournament's tough.
Sure it is. Everything's got to go perfect.
Real tough. Like I think that we're showing that, right? And if pre-fish is really good, probably not catching them during the tournament.
No. I think the worst part about not catching anything on the vlog is then people know, and then I get like.
But I would
the next day of, hey, do you need some pointers or?
Yeah, that's right. Totally. But
I got one today. I'll show you one today.
So how many so if I played by those rules,
Yeah.
right, and we got 1,000 views, how many of those people went Sunday and didn't catch any, and I can message, or when it was October and I caught that 6-4, can I message everybody who watches who gave me a hard time and be like, what'd you catch today?
Yeah.
Did you get anything? Didn't do so hot. Would they do you know what I mean? Like you can. It's really easy to lie when there's no camera. Caught 69 fish today.
Yeah.
Right? Well, I didn't. I caught 12, and they're all on film. It really happened that way.
Remember that time we went to Quinte, like the day after they caught 37 and 50?
Yeah, remember that one?
I remember that one.
Okay, guys, you got to come here. Drive right now. All the way here.
Remember that time Ian's dog pooped in a shoe?
The shoe poo.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
That might be too soon.
Bullseye.
Sorry,
But so
Woody.
yeah, I don't feel any. I don't feel any pressure now. It is what it is. We just live in a world where everybody gives you a hard time about everything.
Sean Quinn says it's refreshing to watch people on film get skunked. Stops me from crying when I get skunked.
It happens to everybody.
Everybody.
Skeet Reese,
Yeah.
one of the greatest anglers in the world, caught 1 fish.
Remember that time Van Dam didn't
He didn't even make a
didn't
cut.
make the classic?
Won more tournaments than anybody on earth. Didn't make.
There it is.
Didn't even come close to the cuff. Oh, look at that.
Oh, there's the
Yeah, so I have a 14-and-a-half-year-old English setter who gets excited when people come over, and I guess her.
Why my shoes?
Sean
Dropped
and I
them off.
walked in the door.
Yeah.
And Amber goes, "Oh my god!"
She just let it
Next
rip.
thing you know, there's poo in Woody's shoe.
We got it out though. We got it out.
Poor
The
Woody.
shoe poo.
Poor Montana.
That poop's probably got athlete's foot now.
Oh wow.
Bailey turns 10 in February 15th.
Yeah, Bailey's the
Wow.
best dog ever.
Mm-hmm.
So she's been absolutely amazing. Where do we want? Have you guys seen Polar on Netflix last night? That's
Oh
gonna
my
be
God.
my
I don't.
Netflix pick of the week. We're gonna start doing this.
Netflix
Yeah.
pick of the week.
Yeah, of the bi-weekly.
What's the premise? This is a movie or a show?
It's a movie, a Netflix original, I believe.
I don't know.
It's a pretty gruesome. It's got the guy from Casino Royale, the bad guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Polar?
Mads.
Pardon?
Polar?
Yeah.
Mads Mikkelsen.
Yeah, Polar.
What, is he
Did
hot?
you
From
watch
Hannibal.
it? Badass, eh?
Yeah, it's pretty badass.
It is like
You seen-
really
you
glory,
seen this
but
Polar?
yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
It's a
I'll have
must
to watch
watch.
it. I'll have to watch it.
I watched it again when you guys
I've been
went
watching
ice fishing.
Punisher. That is a
You like
cool
that show?
I think it's a great show.
I
Yeah.
watched the first season. That's good.
Yeah,
Second
yeah.
season.
I didn't like that guy in Walking
I like that
Dead,
guy.
So it just
Nah, I like that guy. He's really good in movies. You know who I become a huge fan of too?
Who?
Josh Brolin.
Oh, okay.
Super cool guy.
Uh-huh.
I really did. If that's my pick for Instagram follow of the week. He's got super cool Instagram.
You're
account.
gonna have a whole bunch of just.
I'm
picks
just
of the
gonna
week?
pick random. I mean,
Bi-
my show. I talk
picks.
whatever the hell I want.
Where were you picking the poo
If you
out of
don't
the
like it,
shoe?
if you don't like it, put it in the comments.
Hey, where were you?
Light her up.
Where were you when the poo needed to be picked out of the shoe?
I had my headset on, working. I heard somebody screaming,
Sure
and I
you
thought it's
did.
bad news. Nobody ever screams at this house over something good. What time we got? What do we want to go to next?
Oh, Sean Quinn just said, "Do you think that we will ever be able to play something like Proline and be able to bet on professional fishing?"
Ooh, that is very interesting. They talked about that today on BTL, and basically they were saying, and they for the first one, like there's no standard to this, right? It would have been really exciting to like bet some Proline on this, but because there was
gamble
no
on anything,
standard,
though.
right?
Yeah.
Call up your buddies.
Go to England and Ireland
Call up
and
your
stuff.
call up your local
you can
bookie.
bet,
I think they're
bet
gonna-
on the weather.
I
you
think
can
they're-
bet on anything.
I think they're gonna have some betting on
I'll
this.
post my number.
Yeah,
And
you're gonna be a
I'll-
bookie,
Well,
musician bookie.
I'm always looking.
You got my
for
money, Brian?
different avenues.
We could probably
Where's
turn
my
this
money,
into
Brian?
a fear fishing adventure.
Or get arrested.
We need an app.
You can be one of my goons, Amber.
Yeah.
But that would be
Do we-
pretty exciting, right? Like you could, like a major league fishing event, you could do the Proline deal every day,
You could. Yeah.
and then maybe you could have like a super pick for the week.
Super pick.
I don't know.
Yeah, I could see something coming in Proline.
Do you know what I mean? Or
For sure.
online betting or something?
Yeah, for sure it'll be coming.
Oh,
For sure.
Makes sense.
It does make sense.
I would even bet on that.
Did you pick up on Championship Sunday at the break?
You can't
We didn't
call
watch.
it Championship Sunday. That's a Bassmaster Classic.
Ooh,
Excuse me.
foul play.
Anyway.
Tell us your story.
On the championship day.
Yep.
Yeah.
Championship.
The-
Score Tracker Live.
Cup day.
They did an interview with Jordan Lee
Yeah.
Yeah.
at the break.
Okay.
And the announcer was like, "I'm picking you. If anybody's going to do this, you're the comeback kid. You're going to come in here with a flurry.
Yeah.
I'm going to see it happen." And Jordan Lee was in, I think, fifth or like he was.
Yeah, he's back.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he come in, and it was awesome. It was just bam, 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 bam. He just lit him
Yeah.
up. Lit him up. And he like way surpassed everybody. He had, I think he had over 10 pounds on,
Who finished second?
Sprague? Or no, Sprague was out by then,
no,
wasn't
No.
he?
yeah, no, who finished second? I can't.
Wow, that's a brain fart.
Yeah, big time. Edwin Evers.
Evers.
Sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
And Evers was starting to put a clinic on in the last few minutes.
I saw
It
that.
was bang, bang, and I'm like, oh man.
And he got-
he got within 6 pounds and change.
And he got a penalty.
And I'm like, he's gonna. And Jordan Lee got a penalty.
Penalty.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
That's
I'm like,
let her
oh,
out.
It's gonna happen. Like this is gonna be the finish of finishes on the first one. It's gonna be amazing. And then Jordan Lee came back right off his penalty. Boom, first cast. Caught like a
4 or something.
high-
Yeah, it was a
yeah,
good
high
one. It
two.
was going.
Yeah, it was good.
But then, speaking of that, did you see Dustin Cornell come out of nowhere?
Yep.
And just start hammering monsters. He got like a 5-2, 5-2, a 6-3, a 3. Like it was just on. He went from like 27th place
We saw a lot of that.
to a
though.
10-pound lead.
We saw a lot of that.
Then, well, how do you bet on? Like the odds would be impressive because if you start a major league fishing tournament, couple favorites, but the Florida boys didn't do all that well.
No.
The Lane brothers and
Yeah, it'd be
you
a
know
crapshoot.
Tharp, right? Anybody can win this. You know what they say? If when they get to the smallmouth country, imagine like St. Lawrence River, schooled up smallies
200 pounds
a day.
That would be so fun to watch.
Oh, you know how many 3-pounders you could do on a crankbait, right? If you found the right school and
Yeah,
just went
yeah.
right to them, like unbelievable.
Yeah.
So I'm just well think, and here's another thing, right? Let's since we already have our bass weekend all planned out because you and I have Corey, you guys have Chris, and you guys have Gussie.
Yeah.
Gussie.
Let's throw down our pick for the next major league event on Lake Conroe, where Jordan Lee won a classic there not too long ago.
I'm gonna go Matt Lee.
Poor Matt, eh?
Oh yeah.
Do you think?
He
Jor-
won? What
so
do
do
you
you
mean
think
poor Matt?
what?
What do you mean poor Matt?
Matt Lee? You know who beat Matt Lee out?
No.
Jordan Lee. Jordan Lee
At the
passed
end.
his brother in the last
Oh yeah,
minute.
scissor kick right to the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. While Matt had like a basically an emotional breakdown on Major League Fishing. He wasn't even talking about having a cigarette, and he doesn't smoke.
Oh.
Right?
No, I didn't see
Now
that.
so we're going back. Now here, like man, now we just let the torch again. What if Jordan wins 2 classics in a row?
Yeah.
And then he wins the first 2 Major League Fishing events. Like there's a real possibility. He knows where they're schooling up. Like do you know what I mean? And it's going to be right
around the same
time.
of year. Yeah, maybe no,
right.
maybe,
So
yeah.
think about them. Who did
Close.
really well there
Within a couple weeks.
I'm doing Swindle. I'm going
did pretty
Swindle.
good there.
Ike did
You
good
know
there.
what? I think Ike's gonna come out.
Brand
with
Naylor did really
yeah.
well there. Brand Naylor finished like
yeah.
2nd or 3rd, right? Do you know what I mean?
Swindle.
3rd. I think he got 3rd. Swindle. Evers again,
Mm-hmm.
right? Jason Christie.
I think Evers is going to light it up this year.
You think so?
Yeah.
He's
an amazing stick, man.
I'm excited. You know what else I'm excited about? By the time we're the next webcast, it won't be on a Monday. We're going to do the 2 Saturday shows from the Spring
Yes.
Fishing Show.
Yeah.
We're going to get to talk about bass like this. Like I love that there's so much content.
Yeah.
There's so much to talk about this year.
When we can't fish.
When we can't fish.
Yeah.
There's just so much going on. But yes, I think there will be Major League Fishing sports betting.
You do?
Yeah. I think there will be Major League Fishing's going to set something up in the Bahamas. We'll be able to go online and bet on this stuff.
Well, that's kind of cool.
So who's
What
got
if
the
it
next
was
one?
like the horse races?
I'm going with
Where you went-
Taylor
you
next
went-
event.
You went and waited in line.
But you know what? Brandon Polnick did good in Texas too. He's a Texas kid. I'm going Brandon again.
I'm going Swindle.
We know.
Yeah.
I am gonna go.
Hey, babe.
So I feel like we should tell Mike here because Mike said let's see some fishing challenges on the vlogs. Would be interesting. Something funny or difficult. And I was thinking, well,
Here's the
this
thing.
year's
Here's
gonna
the
be a pretty good year for some content
We-
like that.
yeah,
though,
we
right?
were. We got
gonna be
something
lots
planned.
of stuff. I think
This
going
is the
on.
experiment. Remember, we got
Now.
Oh, Wayne Morris is back. I just
Got a truck. Wayne is back on the
did he
road.
get a truck?
He's my favorite follow-on. He's been pretty quiet for about the last year since
Yeah,
he got
yeah.
kicked out of the bass club. But I heard maybe he's back. He's got a new truck.
Yeah.
he saved out those
Make it
stacks.
move.
What did he
Never
get?
give up.
What did he get?
I don't know.
I don't know. Ask
What'd you
him.
get, Wayne?
He'll be betting on fishing. He bets on everything else. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, here's a question. Should we throw this out here? Since this is just a small group of people, we don't have to worry about anybody stealing our idea. What if we had like a fear fishing tournament that we streamed live, the 4 of us against each other, where we did kind of like keeping track of weights? Would you think anybody would watch? You think the people
I think
who listen
so.
to this would watch that?
Yeah.
I'd like
Straight
to do
up,
that.
4 hours.
That'd be fun.
Bragging rights, right?
I'd like to do that.
Everyone likes to watch a little bit of
Who's
healthy
Competition.
Who's
But with
for?
us.
But I don't
Well,
think we could do it live though.
I think we
live
could.
would be really hard.
Yeah.
I think we could
Not
get to.
impossible.
I think we could get to live. I think that it'd probably be. We need some marshals, so some volunteers. Anybody listen out there? We could have
With
like
lots
the
of data?
We could have like the 3 of us, and then we
Yeah.
could have a wild card added, right? We could have a fear fishing live trophy, right? But we could do more than just bass. We could do a northern pike,
Yeah.
right? Just weigh in northern pike, right? Pick a lake. We could do silver bass, right? Smash the snot out of them. We could do walleye,
Like
right?
an MLF event?
Yeah,
kinda
just
thing?
weighing her up. With pike, we could just do inches. Have Marshall there, throw around a measuring tape, 30 inches, 30 inches, 30 inches, 28, 27. Whoever's got the most inches at the end of this, right? 4 hours, head-to-head combat.
Yeah, man.
Let's do it.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Let's go to Balsam.
So put it in the comments if you'd be interested in watching this. What if we did a tournament and nobody caught anything? Wouldn't that be something?
I talk about Balsam. Talking about Balsam,
Uh-oh.
I ran a walleye tournament at Balsam Lake.
Ballsack?
I had to give everybody their money back because nobody caught a fish.
We had a club
in the
event
slot.
there.
Yeah, I remember
it was a club event.
We had a club event there, and we had I think 12 or 13 boats. One guy
Caught
all
a
day
walleye.
caught one fish, and it was right back at the boat launch at the end of the day.
He had no idea he was gonna win when he brought that in.
Good job, Ryan.
Head down, probably thinking this is the worst day ever. I'm gonna get they're never gonna get to the end of
Yeah,
this.
I don't believe I'm going in with one fish.
Yeah.
Probably.
What? I won?
Yeah.
I won?
So this is embarrassing.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. So We got anything else?
Wayne Morris got a Chevy Trailblazer.
Nice.
Trailblazer.
That young man is blazing trail.
You know what? He could sleep in the back of that
Now,
bad boy.
we got one more topic.
We got a
And
couple
we kind of do we? Well,
We have a
this is
volunteer
one
for
that
the camera boat.
who?
Sean Quinn says he's retired from walleye anyways.
Yeah, he is. We should do an opening day jig fest.
That would be
Yeah,
sweet.
we should.
Sean would have the number 2, and we'll invite Marley, Marley got a new boat.
Yeah.
What? Did he get one?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
I can't believe I didn't tell you guys. He
Yeah.
bought like 18-foot Fisher,
Oh, you told
kind
me.
of like
You told
fast
me.
tracker kind of deal. He's going to fix it all up. He's looking for a new 115 engine. Yeah, I saw it the other day in the driveway. He's super pumped.
Attaboy, Marl.
We could do like a 4-way jig fest in that river opening day. All slot-sized fish, right?
Rush him.
Just there you go. Just think about it. Woody, come up with we need a plan here.
We need a mobile data sponsor.
Yes.
Yes, we do.
Anybody who works
So-
for a mobile data
Rogers,
sponsor,
TELUS.
hook us up.
We spend a lot of money every month on TELUS. A lot.
All right,
Yeah.
TELUS.
Yeah,
Tell it.
Hey,
If
you know
you're
what?
listening.
I know kind of a bigwiggy guy in TELUS.
Obscene
Yeah?
amounts.
I think. Well, he
He claims.
says he's a big guy.
Okay, make that move. If not, we'll have to talk to Mike.
Yeah.
He's a good dude. That'd be awesome though. FearFishing Live. We come up with a better name than that. Maybe you guys. Do you guys think you guys could commentate?
100% we could.
Yeah.
I want to fish.
That's what you want to call it.
You
guys just don't want us in the competition.
We need a.
I see what's going on.
Let's throw this out there too. We would need, because you guys don't know a ton about fishing, we'd need somebody who had a ton of fishing knowledge to be a commentator for this.
It'll be funny commentary
right
from us.
Somebody's gonna have.
And now
to
they're
explain
putting
to
that weird wiggly looking thingy on a
What
end
are
of
we
a
doing
thingy.
with
So
that?
anybody at home who would like to throw their resume in to be the color
Ew, he's touching
commentator
it.
for this,
He's-
you know a
he's
pile about
touching it.
fishing.
It's on his carpet.
And so
Very
Ian pulled out
slimy.
the silver rod with the black reel.
I'd probably die. Wow.
You know what?
Uh,
If we're doing this, man, all you're gonna hear all day is GoPro on.
And you know what? The nice people at GoPro Canada have been liking all my posts. If you guys are listening to this, can we stream off these GoPros? That'd be huge.
There's got to be a way.
Yeah.
GoPro Canada.
We'll
I'll
figure it
message-
out.
Yeah. It's live. Let us know in the comments if you'd listen, and if you know a lot about fishing, you want to be a color commentator, send us a resume.
Why do they call him college?
When I mean resume, I just mean like a hello, how are you on Facebook.
Yeah.
And we got
My
one
name
more.
is-
First one wins.
And only because we missed this about 3 weeks in a row, and Woody wants me to keep asking. What would everybody here's dream trip be?
Trip?
Yeah, trip.
Oh, I
like
thought- I
hunting
didn't know
or
you said- I
fishing
thought you
or
said truck for a second.
adventure trip. What would it be?
If you could go anywhere, where
Money
would it
is
be?
money is
I
not
want to catch a peacock bass.
really.
And I know I can do it in Miami, but I want to do it in Miami. I want to do it like in the Amazon.
You want to go to
My
the
dream trip,
Rio
probably
de
that one
Janeiro.
that Cooper took.
That you think that'd be the one? The Amazon River?
The Amazon. That would be amazing.
If you could do
Yeah.
anything, Sean. Do you need a minute to think about it? Mine would be the caribou.
That's not
I've always
fishing.
no fishing or
A
hunting.
dream
It could-
trip?
Yeah, just
Oh.
a trip
Dream
all around.
trip.
And if I've always had a thing since I was a little kid watching TNN Outdoors, like Jim Shockey. I've always really loved
I've always wanted to have
the
tea
caribou
with,
deal.
with a queen.
Even before I ever thought about hunting, I really like caribou. I would either like to do the caribou, what are they called? Halibut trip. There's some reason I want to catch a halibut so bad.
I could probably arrange that, eh?
Yeah. Now, and if so, I would like to do a cow,
The
a
wheels are turning. I
halibut,
can see Mark's wheels.
like a halibut caribou bow hunting
I bet you I
trip.
can. I bet you I can get us on a,
If
on a
I-
halibut or a tuna boat.
I need
bet
to
you
shoot
I
a caribou though, Mike. That's the big point of this.
Can't
If
do
I
that.
if I had another money didn't matter trip, it would be I really love the book A River Runs Through It growing up. I would like to go to Montana fly fishing, and I'd really like to go elk hunting. And I wouldn't even like I wouldn't even like to I would like to shoot an elk, but if I didn't shoot an elk, I'd really just like to be in the mountains and hear them bugling. Do you know like when you're watching those YouTube videos and you just hear them screaming? I'd really like to, even if I couldn't go hunting, I'd like to go there and fly fish in the mountains and
With Joe Rogan.
Okay, so what we're
Well,
doing
they're
now is what is your dream trips?
anything you want. Like just throw it out there.
Notice
If
how
we're
You're
I
not
haven't-
going to catch a halibut in Montana, man.
well, no. Well, we can do two. It's my dream. Right? I would like to do one here. I'd like to go
it's
tomorrow.
Like it's an ongoing trip. That's just on the way.
Yeah.
You know?
Right?
Yes.
Like maybe you could like to go river rafting, but if you could do anything in the world, what would you like? Money was not an option. If you're hoping there's some guy out there who runs this business listening right now, who would you like to? What trip would you like to do? Want to go to Africa? Is the Africa hunting in your
There's
thing?
one place I'd love to go.
Sean?
A lot of places. I'd like to go to Asia too.
Asia.
Yeah.
Sean, you got anything? I feel like you should go grizzly bear hunting in northern Russia.
No.
Just with a buck knife.
Yeah. With a buck knife and a Russian dude.
No,
And
probably,
a pocket full of donuts.
I brought vodka. Bear fucked.
Oh, there it is.
I brought my dollar somewhere.
You're out of the dollar.
Yeah, you're done.
You're
You're
done.
There's been a
Buddy,
few,
you're
I think.
spent.
I think you're down a few. You're gonna have to.
We're gonna finance this trip with this swear jar. Where would you go, Sean?
If Sean puts his money in there, yeah.
Penises. I think I
Sean
would,
wants to go to penises.
Yeah. I would. I'd
We're
probably
gonna arrange
go-
that.
No, a trip you've never done.
All right, Sean.
Anywhere in the world.
I'd probably
Remember that time
go,
at band camp?
Yeah. I would probably go bow hunting for elk.
Yeah.
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 There's just
Where?
Because I kill shit.
but there's something about like if you watch the videos on YouTube when they're like there's an out and that bugle just sound like I can't even imagine it in person. That just screaming.
Oh, unbelievable.
Yeah, I think that'd be really cool. And even if I couldn't hunt, I'd like to go to Montana someday and just listen to them, or any of the states that have them, and just listen to them full rut. Just
Would you ever go to a hunt that you can't hunt? Just other people
I would.
are hunting?
I would.
Yeah.
And Gavin, I think we may do a vlog with Gavin. You know Gavin?
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to, I don't have a gun license, but I may go with him and film him coyote hunting just where I can go.
Yep.
Just to get outside this winter. Throw the camo on. He can, we'll do a vlog.
Yeah, if you got a couple of good sets and you're yodi hunting.
Yeah, he gets them all the time.
Yeah.
I thought that maybe that'd be a
You
new
move around
experience.
a lot, right?
Yeah, yeah. So I thought I'll bring like the big camera and I'll film him shooting one, and I'll just vlog the experience of going.
Mm-hmm.
I would do anything. I've been no problem being somebody's cameraman. I
Are you
just
gonna
like being
let
out there.
everybody else do their dream trips too, or?
Yeah, yeah. We have all night. Like
Oh, we do?
it's not like TV. They're not going to cut us off.
Right.
Who are you worried about? The president coming through the door and being
Maybe.
like, "Get out of here." Time's up. Where would you like to go?
I would like to go fly fishing in a beach somewhere.
Oh, Costa
like
Rica.
wading.
Talk to Sean Quinn.
Sean
He can
Quinn,
set that up.
I want to fly fish in the water.
Nice
with
in
my
bikini?
Yes.
Can we film it?
Sure.
That'll get views.
Oh,
Sean
we'll
Quinn.
get
Talk to Sean
Sean.
Quinn. What about you guys? What were your guys' dream trips to be? It doesn't even have to be hunting and fishing. Where would you go?
You know what? We were just talking about this earlier. I'd take a local trip up to Tobermory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a nice, everybody in this room up for a camping trip in Tobermory, Manitoulin
Yeah.
Islands.
Ton of deer there.
we have to sleep
I went there
outside?
once. There's just so many.
No, it's your dream.
Sleep
You
on
can do
what?
whatever you want. You can
Yeah.
sleep.
What do you want to do?
Woody wants this to actually happen, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
that's
we'll
a good idea.
probably be sleeping in a tent.
Yeah.
I'd say, well, I got two answers. The first and smart answer, which none of you guys jumped on, is I would go anywhere as long as I was in the right company.
Oh.
Anyways.
I thought you were going to say
I'd go to
about
Alaska with an asshole.
I got a boner.
No, seriously though, it's a dream trip, right? So
Yeah.
whatever. So in my dream trip, I'd go back in time. I'd take a trip back in time. A good,
Ooh.
like
We're going on an hour
Bernie
trip.
McFly
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of shit?
No, yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm talking back.
Hey,
like,
do me a favor. Go back to like 73 or something.
and I would be in North America.
Give Trudeau a condom.
Oh shit, just got political.
Yeah.
Go
Pierre
back.
needs a condom.
Go back an hour
Or
and a
Fidel
half.
Castro needs a condom.
Go back
So,
an hour and a half
yeah,
and stop the dog.
I would
from
stay-
pooping in Woody's shoe.
I'd stay here.
Yeah.
I'd stay like even right in Ontario and some of the
Yeah?
lakes around here, and I would want like to check them out. And like a lot of,
I wonder
around
how
here. Like,
good the
before there's
fishing
a lot
actually
of
was.
You know, before there's like houses built on all our waterways and stuff like that, and just like
That's an interesting thought.
things were crisp and clean and like probably abundant as could be. Like, because I remember even from when I was a kid how abundant things were around here, and yeah, and awesome. Like Ontario is gorgeous.
Yeah.
it is.
Ontario is.
I wonder how
absolutely
good the
gorgeous.
fishing was 200 years ago.
Sean
here.
Quinn
Oh,
says
it's lights
fire
out.
up the
You
flux
think so?
capacitor.
Oh,
What did Quinn say?
Fire up the
Fire up
flux.
the flux capacitor.
Amy, do you got a trip?
been quite a few places, but
Where should we go then?
How long do you want to sit on a plane?
Yeah, not
I don't
very
mind
long.
sitting on a plane.
I've been
It depends.
24-hour flights before, so it's just.
Where's your
but
your
where's your dream trip?
most favorite places of everywhere?
Where
you've gone?
everywhere you've
Like,
gone,
what
where
is
would you
your-
suggest for us to go?
What was your dream trip that's already happened? Like,
I'd like to
the
see
one
a
most
Bengal tiger.
memorable.
Doing anything, just going
Yeah.
anywhere. You know what? No,
Wild one.
I would actually like to get an old school bus, redo the inside of it, and drive right across Canada.
Nice.
I really haven't seen
Or an RV.
Or an RV.
That's awesome.
Doing
Because you've been
science
everywhere
stuff?
but here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting all
It's-
small.
I know a lot of people like that.
Asia, Australia. I've been to.
I know so many people that have been all over the world,
America.
but have no idea what's in their own backyard.
I've done
Yeah,
the
that's crazy.
opposite.
Never ever.
I know it's in
traveled
my
I've gone
backyard.
across Canada.
Rice Lake, Seymour Lake, Balsam Lake,
Quebec
Dry Lakes.
is the only other province I've ever been to in Canada.
Really?
I've been
Wow.
to Mexico, Caribbean, England, Ireland.
I've been to New
I've
Brunswick
been
and Quebec, and
That's crazy.
all
Now,
over the states.
I just haven't been to Newfoundland. That's it.
now this is a topic. This is going to be our final topic. And do you guys ever dealt with thermoclines fishing? Like,
Did we deal with thermoclines?
like no.
Like a thermocline.
Do you guys know what a thermocline is?
Yeah. Now you
Now listen to this. we brought this up earlier, and Woody's we're going to go through this quick, but Woody does scuba diving.
Yeah.
Now, listen to this. I used to do a lot of spoon pulling for salmon in the Great
Not-
Lakes, and you'll see the
Not
thermocline.
the only pulling.
You'll see the
Waiting for someone
thermocline
to do
line.
These are actually Ian's
A
glasses.
lot of what
that I'm
pulling?
wearing.
There's-
You'll see the thermocline line, which is the different water temperatures, and sometimes in 100 feet of water, it'll be 80 feet down, and you can go out to the blue zone to 200 feet of water, and it'll be like 80-degree water surface, and an arm reach down, it'll be 41 degrees. Right?
Yeah.
So I've always been under the assumption, and I know a lot of places in the United States, when it gets really, really hot, the cooler water gets to the bottom, right? And even Rice Lake does the flip over, and there's... Now, I was talking to Woody about this because he does scuba diving. I always thought you're in 100 feet of water and you take your downrigging ball and you go to the bottom. It'd be awfully dark down there because of the lack of light. Woody, tell us this. This is going to blow your mind. This blew my mind.
Boom. It's the complete opposite. So everybody knows what a thermocline looks like. You know, on a hot sunny day on the pavement, you see the heat,
waves.
the waves.
Yeah.
Well, that happens in the water too. And we were talking about Port Hope because there was a shipwreck just off of the pier in Port Hope. Around the 50 feet mark, you hit the thermocline and you travel through like 3 feet of this thermocline, and then it opens up. It's crystal clear as day, and you could see like maybe 1,000 to 2,000 feet in all
Crazy,
directions.
eh?
And it's beautiful. So yeah, it makes up a good point for you, Ian. And
Yeah, because I was thinking the opposite, right? So, like, anybody who's out there who's a salmon fisherman, those fish, like, I would have run bright colors down because I thought it'd be dark. But if you can see 1,000 feet, right, or like a mile, like that blew my mind
So when you're fishing for salmon, do you fish in the thermocline?
No,
You fish
below it,
Below?
because they're water temperature sensitive, right? So they're in that thermocline. But I know that
But that thermocline, it moves all year long.
it'll
right?
move, right?
Yeah,
and
it does.
depending on how deep you are. But you'll see it when you're out in Lake Ontario and the dog days of July. Go out to 120 feet of water, and you'll see it on your fish finder, the thermocline. But what he's saying is, in that warmer water, it's murky,
oh yeah, it's
like real hard to see. And then as soon as you hit that thermocline, it's just like crystal clear. Cool. I know salmon and steelhead will actually push bait into the thermocline because if we took minnows from ice fishing and then we poured them in the bathtub at 80-degree water, they kind of like stutter and then sucking them all up. But they have a hard time going into that. They'll just go up and eat and then back down into the cool water.
Huh.
But I've been out in Lake Ontario in my deep V back in the day, 220 feet of water in June. And you could reach down and feel the thermocline. Like you're up here, it'd be like 75, 76 degree water, and down your fingers, it'd be like numb.
It's always like that.
Yeah.
Like even if you're laying on your back on any lake and then you put your feet down,
Yeah.
it's much colder.
Yeah. But I didn't know that cooler water was so crystal clear.
Cool.
Awesome.
Thanks for bringing that to
It
the
was
table
really
then,
cool.
Woody.
That was a
yeah,
good
I'm
tip.
glad that worked out.
Also, that we might have a guy with a scuba diving outfit to do a little pre-fishing.
Yeah, I've got a scuba diving outfit. That's what we call it.
That's it.
Do now. Okay. Final thoughts. Anybody got anything? Mark?
Just want to say, come back to me.
No. Really?
Well,
John,
I don't
you
know.
got one?
You know what? I should be prepared with these
'Cause, you're the
and
guy
every
on the
time
left.
I'm gonna be. I just want to say.
You want to do a shout out to the shows that we're going to be at?
Yes, we're gonna do February 14th, 15th, something like that.
15th, 16th, 17th, and 18th. But the big day's
we
the
got
16th.
Toronto Spring Fishing Show. boat show.
Mississauga International Center.
Right near the
Free
airport
parking
there.
all weekend.
Then on March 10th, we got the Bowmanville Tackle Show.
Yes. Get your J Braid, spill 'em.
Yep. And we're going to be live, both those. Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Sean, final thought?
Look in your shoe before you put it on.
That was a good one. Amber?
Do you guys have Febreze or Lysol? I'm so worried.
I have Lysol, but
Oh man, it's because you have old dogs yourself, maybe too. They probably smell the other dog.
No,
Oh.
no,
No.
she
Had
was just
nothing to do.
standing
Backing
in
up.
front, like, yeah, no.
It was
Everybody loves
just
it.
the wrong place at the
You know what
wrong time.
happened? Mark was up there, right?
Yeah.
He just kicked the shoe over a little bit. It's like,
I was
caught
last
that
at the
one.
door, so it was.
It was a bullseye.
She's like an old man in the nursing home. She's at the point where of her
She
life
needs
where
diapers.
The poor girl.
well, she does it. What is somebody going to do? Give her trouble? She's
She's
14 and a half
so
year old.
Sweet, though.
she's
had
a good
such
dog.
great time.
Yeah.
She wants to poop in a shoe. Have at her.
It's okay.
Especially if it's Woody's.
So
As long as it's not your shoe.
Nope.
You got a
If it
final
was his
thought?
shoe, then there'd be a trip to the vet right now.
I'm just gonna say, hug your doggies.
Aw, yeah.
Not to
Not too tight, cause they'll poo.
not to you're not going to bring up about leaving a comment and a number 5-star rating.
Oh yeah, all the
iTunes.
stuff that you're.
Please,
Man.
people, rate and review.
This was like
it
your
helps us out
time.
a lot.
It helps us out the most if you're listening on iTunes, and you could do that right now.
Pause it now.
Thank you. Woody, final thought?
Please.
4 shows later, we figured out the standby mode on
Yes.
the GoPro. So
Yes. Don't
GoPro
shut
on.
off mode.
Wow.
What?
Final
GoPro
thought.
on.
GoPro on.
Final thought. I'll just look at all the technical stuff from now on.
That's dope. Yeah, you figured that out quick. Not this guy. Brian.
All
you're
right.
'em.
Tom Petty tribute at Ontario Street Theater this Friday. I think it's like $20 a head. A bunch of different artists there doing some Tom Petty and stuff there.
Nice.
I think you can buy tickets.
You gonna be there?
There. I am going to do a few tunes
Hey,
there.
what song did we want him to play the other day?
Freebird.
Remember there was a song that
Simple Man.
that came up on the thing? We said, oh, we should get him to
Oh.
play
Really,
that.
Amber.
Okay,
Oh.
get,
Oh my God, it was so good too. I don't remember.
No, you got to remember that stuff.
Oh, it was it would have been a dope cover. Hey,
Nickelback
keep talking.
song?
No,
Oh God.
we were singing it too.
I Just Want to Fly. No, that wasn't it.
Ooh, that would be a good one for Brian.
Really?
Wouldn't it? They have
Oh,
like that
Lord.
reggae side.
Oh Lordy.
That's what it was.
Do it
I
yourself.
don't
You
think-
make it sound cooler.
I think it was I Want.
I'll make everything sound cooler.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check my. Did we download the song?
I got
know what you're doing it.
and then I'm at Local 90, I guess, on the 13th, day before Valentine's Day. It's like an anti-Valentine's Day kind of thing. There's like a wine and cheese event going on. Be there for a couple hours, so you can inquire there about that.
Will they
I
have
don't know if there's
oysters that
tickets.
day?
Is that on Monday?
Will they have
Maybe.
the vegan
It's a
pie?
Wednesday.
It's on a
I
Wednesday.
can't think of what it was. It was on the radio then.
I hear the vegan pie is going to be a staple on the menu.
I really wanted to go back, except for
It was a little rough.
Dana threw snowballs at my car. So.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Amy, final thought? Are you
At
done,
least I
Brian?
missed my car. I think, or one hit my car.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Oh, there's probably more, but we'll end with that. 16th, I'm at Finn McCool's again.
Nice.
Yeah.
In the Schwa.
That's a
In the
good place.
Schwa. Yeah. So
16th?
that's on the 16th.
Oh, that's show weekend.
Yeah.
Oh
You're
yeah.
gonna have to cancel that gig.
Oh yeah. You know what?
Well, I'm
You
back
might-
in time.
I might not be able to make it to that show. I forgot to say that. But don't worry, Woody's gonna be there taking care of everything.
Yeah, but everybody wants to hear your music.
It's true.
We'll need your phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
Awkward.
make sure it's all on
Amy, you
so-
got a final thought?
Not really.
Oh.
I don't know.
Cut your hair. You got any hair
Don't
tips?
leave your shoes by the front door.
You got any hair tips?
Yeah.
Hair tips?
Hair tips? Clean it up.
Nice.
I
Nice.
do think
Nice.
that, like,
Wash it.
Wash your hair. Don't use Perp Plus.
You got to get in on the tip of that microphone, just the tip.
What?
Get on the tip.
Woody. Okay, I don't expect that. Okay,
Okay.
we're done.
My final thought. Thanks for watching. Please come out and watch us live.
Yes.
Get a sticker. Get a decal.
Yeah.
Don't forget about the ROM Elite Box you can win. Get a picture with anybody in the crew. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for listening. And again, like Amber said, give us a 5-star rating. Anything less than that, just skip it and leave a comment.
He said, "Get a dickle."
Get a dickle?
Here we go. Thank you.
And we're done.
Where's the beatboxes, guys?
I know we got a every week.
Oh dear. You should hear it here.
I feel like
get in on that, Mark. Come on, guys. See what you got. Fear fishing. Oh yeah.
Hey.
Trade what you wanna trade, pay what you wanna pay, make what you wanna make, take what you wanna take, pray for what you wanna pray, say what you wanna say. Believer, a seeker, my own keeper, getting deeper. Indeed, you can back this up into your pot like a sativa. Cause if you leave a speaker reader like me up on your speaker, then be sure you will receive a peace of mind up on your meter. In a world as a mythological creator of these creatures, the features, many impostures, these divas and leechers. We'll see it in the bleachers, won't teach us to take action in the satisfaction of new ideas that are in the passage. Well, peace of mind, you are ahead of your time, and sometimes your bottom line ain't seen until your time is behind. But if your rhymes move through time with the structure design, then the minds that it finds will ensure the vine will be fine. Say what you wanna say, play what you wanna play, trade what you wanna trade, pay what you wanna pay, make what you wanna make, take what you wanna take, pray for what you wanna pray, say what you wanna say what you wanna say, play what you wanna play, trade what you wanna